Type 1 if you can hear me. Type 2 if you're not an idiot who falls for interaction bait. Holy fuck, dude. I thought I raised you better than this. Oh my god. Easy. Easy fucking pickings. Easy. Absolutely destroyed. Holy fuck. Type 3 if you love your dad. Yippee. No, don't leave. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Look, I set the energy for the day. The pinned tweet is white women are crazy. These white women are crazy. No, 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 no. Come back. It's a good tweet. It's a good tweet. We're going to have our guest AiCandii here. And we're going to be starting the stream in a second. I hope you enjoy. If you guys like crazy white women, today is the stream for you. See you guys in a second. Now, starting the 47th weekly club meeting of the formerly dead, now undead, but still alive, Possessed People's Club. Yay! Woo! Woohoo! Yay!
Really, we gotta work on that title. It's like a real long title.
It's fine. Okay, it's not that bad, right? Number 1 on the docket of the list. Yep. Learning how to move on.
From what?
Oh my god.
Am I right?
47 weeks in and that joke is still funny. Still funny. It's just you keep repeating it until it works out even better than before. Peak would one say. Anyways, second on the docket. Member AiCandii, you were supposed to bring brownies to this week's meeting. I don't see any brownies. Where are the brownies?
I was thinking about it. I feel like every week I do bring brownies, but then like you don't bring anything, and it's just really you and me. And then
what do you mean? We have plenty of members. There's
count them.
Well, 1, 2, 3.
Where you getting 3 from?
Well, I went from here to here to here. Now there's a third one.
You're counting yourself twice? Are we counting body parts? I mean, I guess you count
3.
Like 5.
If you count my body and my head, that's 2 different people.
Okay, I guess I'll just.
That's 4.
Take my body off.
Oh my gosh.
That can be a 4th.
Yeah.
That can be a 4th, I guess. That works.
Oh my god.
Okay. that's I guess that's 4 of us. Okay. That's
wait,
4.
you're so lucky. You get to keep your neck?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's pretty.
That seems. Does that have a use?
Yes.
Are you able to walk around on that?
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
This feels.
It's to match my legs.
Wait,
I'll come back.
Where the hell were you on your knees this entire time? Where were you putting all of that?
Whoa. Wait. Okay, I'm back.
Where were you putting all of that?
I have wormholes.
Jesus.
Just a lot of wormholes. Okay, so this is all a distraction tactic. I don't want to manipulate you. Brownies.
Yeah, where are the brownies? I feel like you're trying to get like I feel like you're gaslighting me here. This is the famous white woman manipulation tactic. You were supposed to bring brownies. Last week I brought the food.
I'm busy being...
I brought myself. That's a snack. Can you stop hitting me with your body, please? This is very distracting. It's like a snake charmer.
I'm keeping time.
Whatever. I'm ending the bid. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you're having a nice night. Thank you for coming by. Welcome to Porcelain Parlor with... can you fix your body, please? It's really distracting.
Go away.
That was... Jesus. Do you need me to set up a divider next time? I didn't know you were gonna, like...
No.
just strip your body parts in front of everyone. Jesus Christ.
You do it all the time. Is that just exclusively something that you get to do?
No, no, I didn't do that. I just took my head off. I didn't like take anything away. Relax, Jesus.
It's all a matter of perspective, and it's why we have the support group.
Wow, yeah.
I haven't done that for a while, so.
No, I appreciate it. Look, it's solidarity for me. I feel like sometimes I'm the only person that has like removable body parts. So it's nice to see other people out there that are like-minded individuals, which apparently we have a lot in common. But before we get into that, I'm going to have you introduce yourself to people that may not know who you are. You can do it. I believe in you. You can do this.
Hello, everybody. My name is AiCandii, visual content creator and VTuber. I like to make games, art, and stories in general. Anything that lets me tell a story, I like it. I previously worked at Webtoon, made a comic, writing books. I'm going to be publishing a book sometime this year. And that's me. I play a little Warframe at the moment, but I do variety.
Woohoo!
Smiles with a ding noise.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah, let's go! That was me. That was the crowd. that was the virtual crowd.
That did not pick up on the mic.
Well, oh.
It was just, you went dead silent.
You know, it's okay. Sometimes it's okay to prepare for disappointment. So if you hear my cheers, maybe you'll get too hopeful. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a nice night. Thank you for coming by. This is the first time that I've finally gotten to like properly have a conversation with you. That's not, randomly meeting at a convention or being in a collab adjacent to each other but not actually speaking to each other, because collabs are not a good way to have a conversation with another human being. I've been saying this, unless you're playing a goddamn board game, playing game slot number 43 of the year is not going to be a good way to make a conversation with somebody. I'm just putting it out there.
I feel like I'm a little bit of a serial killer in the sense that if I play Peak or Lethal Company or Repo, I'll just isolate someone and then we'll have a nice conversation. And then when we join the group, then I go silent. But I find a target and I'm like, hey, let's us chat. But it's just the two of us in a corner somewhere.
When you say it like that, you make it sound like you actually are. It was not a serial killer thing to do to try to have a conversation with somebody. The way you say it makes it sound like you're going to kill somebody. That is insane. That is an insane way of describing it.
Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I throw up an out appeal, see what happens. Actually, I will say, when it comes to collab games, I really am not the person that grieves. I very much try and carry and try and do the best that I can. I really struggle to throw for content unless it's a buff, because she deserves it. But
get bigger, by the way.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Match
also,
me.
I'm Australian. Wait, you want me to be bigger?
Yeah, I want you to match me. Don't be bigger than me, though. I need you to just match my size. I would like to be similar sizes. There you go. Oh, a little bit bigger. That's okay. That's perfect. That's good. Now get taller. Yippee! Okay, perfect. And then come a little closer in the middle of the screen. Woohoo! Yeah! Okay, perfect.
I just move a lot side to side because I'm asymmetrical, so...
No, it's okay. I'm also I'm in a standing desk, so I've been told that I move a little too much whenever I go on somebody else's stream, because I have a wide range of movement, which is almost disgusting to look at. Well, you know what? This is kind of mesmerizing. I actually kind of like this.
This is the content now.
I love being essentially a baby monitor video from my Twitch chat. Oh God. One of the things that we have in common is actually the speaking of baby monitors, is the fucking key bit that we stole from Markiplier, that we both took from Markiplier.
True.
But you actually went a step further than me, and you got it fucking fully animated. You actually got a toggle for it on your model.
I do. Would you like to look the other way for a second?
I will look the other way. I won't look at it.
Do you want me to bring them out? Okay, cool.
Wait, hold on. Let me get my kids out. They're gonna love this. Chat, blockheads. Hold on. They love this. Are you fucking doing it again? Candii.
No, it's
What?
Why is it on a different outfit.
What do you mean? You in the PNG you gave me for today's collab. It's the exact same fucking outfit on the PNG, Candii, you gave me. It is literally you shaking keys. What do you mean it's a different outfit? It's the same. What is happening here?
I got. It's technically it's a fault. Okay, let me explain. Sorry. Let me set the keys up.
Okay.
So, hello. Sorry, I caught up all at once.
Yep. Wait.
I'm Australian, by the way. These keys
Hold
don't
on.
jink. Wait, hold
there
up.
You are. Now you're here. Now you're here.
Set them up. Okay. Oh, I gotta. It's complicated. There we go. Okay. So,
Okay.
I'm Australian, first of all. If I lag, no, I didn't. Second of all, this is a separate toggle. It was made for the model like a year later, so I technically have two versions of the same model. But one of them has V-Bridger and one of them doesn't have V-Bridger. This is my V-Bridger model.
Dude, wait,
so
they're gonna fucking explode while you're explaining this. They're gonna explode while you're explaining this.
Okay, so I'm putting them away now. But, yeah, I have a V-Bridger version of the model that has keys, and then the other version is my naked low density model.
You came to this stream with your naked low density model versus your high quality V-Bridger model. Do you hate me? Is there something about? Is it the club?
No.
Is it because you're not club leader and I'm the one who always presents over it every week?
No, it's because I moved recently and my internet's really bad, and if I try and use V-Bridger at the same time, it makes me lag, and I'm already like I'm not using the V-Bridger aspects of this model, and I haven't been because I can't because I'm Australian. Have I said that enough?
You have. I like that you're Australian. I've said multiple times. I love Australians. On record, I've said that I'm soft for Australians. Swapped it around, said I'm hard for Australians, realized what I said was weird, went back to being soft for Australians the entire time.
You could say sweet on Australians.
You know, I never thought about that. It fits you, though, because you're candy. AiCandii.
Huge. Dude, I remember when I debuted, and originally I had a lot of candy motifs, but when I changed to this design, people were like, you don't even have any candy in your outfit. And I was like, yep, true.
Doesn't matter, you're AiCandii.
That's it.
The whole point wasn't about being candy. It's like being a baddie, you know, looking good, slaying, serving.
Yeah, I think it's because in the past with other, I'll wait until I catch up. Sorry, I can see myself dying.
You look fine to me. Like I see your model moving properly.
Okay, maybe we need a safe word if I'm like lagging out and I'm fucking up the content. Cuck?
Our safe word in chat whenever I have any kind of technical issues is just yelling cuck, because it's a word that none of us would ever say normally.
Your chat's a lot nicer than my chat. What was it? Oh, right. No, I feel like in the past with branding stuff, I picked a username. Maybe you can relate to this. I picked a username that if you heard it, it gave no visual indicator, or it had no branding in the name itself.
Mine were Major Caboose and Foxy Joel.
Yeah, so when I was like AiCandii, I was like, then I picture like candy motifs. That was it. That was literally that, and like the pun, and I used to do art streams.
Both of our names are puns, and we both actually used to do art streams. So there's more similarities than I actually thought. And then we both...
Yeah.
Well, no, I stopped doing art for a while, but you kept doing it, which I was like, God damn, that's impressive. I could not. As soon as I got the chance to swap off of doing mainly art streams, I did, and then I never looked back. And now I'm getting back into it after a long time. But it's great.
Rose makes me want to do it because she does it a lot.
Dude,
that's like
art streamer of the year, Rose Doodle, the streamer award, art streamer of the year.
That one, yeah, that one.
I like that one.
She's in chat.
Hi, Rose. As soon as they hear themselves, they're like, I'm here, I'm watching you while I work out. I get that. I've been wanting to do more art on stream too. I did one recently where I drew the outfits that I had before I died on my doll, where it's like a little fashion outfit swap. Because I like to think of myself as a fashionista back when I was alive.
You're a fashionista, absolutely. I think of
Slay.
that. You're one of the most fashionable in the space.
Slay.
I would say.
Thank you. I try.
Another way that we're similar is we had names that made us sound like strippers.
What was my wait? What the fuck was my stripper name? Which one of these? What are the names that I had?
Joel like is a
no. What?
Because okay, even now I introduce myself as Candy to conventions and people think it's like my stripper alias. And I genuinely have people be like, so do you like do OnlyFans? And I'm like, well, I am fancy, but it's not the way you think, I don't think.
Yeah, well, now that you say it out loud, I can kind of see AiCandii being a really good stripper name. That's actually kind of fucking based. Holy shit.
No, when I'm at conventions, I just go by Candy, and there's so many times when I'll be talking to someone for an hour or two, and then like they'll come back to me and be like, wait, your AiCandii is in AiCandii, not just Candy as in Candy. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, because I just go by Candy. I call myself Candy.
But isn't it cool
it's
to have like a pun name?
I'm Porcelainmaid.
Oh, ooh,
Yeah, but,
full
like,
name.
saying,
That's like my government.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to. Yeah, I just say.
The only people that I allow to call me porcelain are the French, because they cannot fucking pronounce Joel for whatever reason.
Porcelain.
They literally they have such a hard time pronouncing Joel that they have to call me like porcelain or something like that. And I'll admit, it kind of goes hard the way they pronounce porcelain. It kind of goes hard, so I allow it. But if anyone else, if you're American and you're calling me porcelain, I'm gonna assume that you are an outsider and you don't know who I am at all. Like, and you're just kind of guessing.
When I'm in America, I have to put on an American accent when I order food at restaurants, or they don't understand me, and it's not even a joke. Maybe Rose is in it too, but yeah.
Try to order something. Pretend that I'm because I used to work as a cashier for Little Caesars and making shit. So let me see. I'm Australian oriented, so maybe I would understand, but at the same time, I want to see how bad it gets.
Hi, can I have like a sparkling water? Thank you so much. And is the burger like made fresh, or do you guys like?
You went Valley Girl for your American accent? Holy shit!
Reheat a patty, or that's where I go with it.
I don't understand how would somebody not understand you when you're trying to order something unless they've never like been on the internet before in their entire life.
I have to be like, because if I'll be like, can I get a water? And they'll be like, oh what?
Oh, they're doing that. There's no way they're doing that on purpose. They're fucking with you. That is like Americans being like, "Ooh, look at you! Look at the exotic person! Oh my gosh, how quaint!" And their stupid little bull. But they imagine I said that with like a southern accent, please, thank you.
Another thing that I can't say is pawn shop.
Can you say horror?
Horror.
You pronounce it better than I do. I say horror and it makes people think that I'm saying whore. You have more enunciation than me. I can't even argue with you.
Well, dude, I get every accent. People think, actually, dude, when I was working retail, somebody came up to me and we were having the transaction or whatever, and they were like, oh, so how long are you here for exchange? And I was like, what are you talking about? And they're like, well, aren't you from Wales? I was like, no, I'm Australian.
Wales?
I had people think, dude, I've had British, Canadian, Wales, European, all kinds. They think I'm from everywhere. People from Melbourne don't think I'm from Melbourne.
If anyone confuses Australian with fucking like Canadian, you have an issue. That's insane.
These are Australians saying this to me.
What the fuck do you mean?
Australians are saying this to me.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is your accent that different from normal Australian accents? How much does an Australian accent differ in like in the what?
We're geographically quite distant from one another, I would say.
We only have like 4 accents in America from what we have like maybe 6 accents that I can think of. Never mind, there's New York. Okay, maybe America's a huge ass continent, right? Or America is huge ass country, continent. Technically it's correct. And we have like maybe 8, 9 accents total. But then you go to like somewhere in the UK and then there's like 73 accents. And it's like the size of like one of our states. I don't understand how we can get so many different accents in like such little landmass. It's fucking insane as human beings how this works. Because how the fuck does like, what does everyone decide to copy how one guy talks and then they just kind of go from there?
Did you know that French was technically the language of the medieval courts up until I think Harry the First or Henry King, because he changed. I think it was him who changed the language officially, but they would just speak in French in the royal courts. So if you wanted to make a pledge, you'd have to go in and do it in French in England up until like I can't remember the exact year, but yeah,
That's kind of cool.
so there's because it was because like the Normans invaded and they took over from France, and then there was a bunch of back and forth. But yeah, it makes sense because it's so many different. It's like the Dutch, the Normans, the like Scottish, the Welsh, the Irish, the existing Anglos, the Saxons. Like there's so many people that all combine in that small space, so it makes sense the language is like so disparate. And I think there's also an emphasis on maintaining culture in that way.
Yeah, I suppose so. I think that's kind of cool. I used to think that to have an accent, it had to be from a different language. And then I realized that New Yorkers existed. And that's not even coming from a different language. They just talk like that.
Yeah, it's what's cool to me is the language and accents can change based on heat. Like the how hot an area is. Yeah, how hot an area is affects usually the cadence with which you speak, which is why New Orleans is a bit more slow and drolling, and same with the South. And same thing kind of happened with Australia.
I guess
Although
you'd be
Australian
tired
accent
more
is also
often.
based on the fact that we got drunk.
That too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's so like as of today. Like, I'm not sure how much that impacts things, but
I think being drunk would definitely impact the way you say
just-
certain things.
Oh yeah, that's why I sound. Actually, it's funny because people will be like, "Wow, Candy can really handle alcohol," but I'm just like, I already sound drunk the whole time, so I just can't tell.
Australian accents are built in, so you can never know if they're drunk or not. That's just how they sound. That's so fucking funny to think about. Holy shit!
True. We had to drink to cope.
I want to say this because this is my favorite thing, and I think more VTubers and/or content creators should follow suit. I am so happy that both of our names are puns. Mine was not on purpose. However, yours was probably done with purpose in mind, right? PorcelainMaid, maid who is made of porcelain. AiCandii, good to look at. Unless you had further pun relations for that one.
Oh, I mean, I is love in Japanese, but that's not. That was just a happy coincidence. And then it was originally my VTuber lore came from a visual novel I made, which is about AI, but that was like 2018, 2019. So
it was a different time for AI.
Yeah, it was more of the fun sci-fi like implications of it, not the tech bro Silicon Valley interpretation of making money out of it.
They took all the fun out of it. They took the whimsy out of it.
Agency and morality. Yeah.
I was actually going to ask you about that. I was going to ask you how you like started with the VTubing and what your like character was inspired by. I was kind of curious.
Oh boy.
Because I know you were a webcomic artist, and I thought like maybe it had something to do with that.
I have so many angles with which I was inspired to make a VTuber. I actually did IRL face content stuff 2015 to 2020, and then I hard cut retired my IRL stuff and then became AiCandii as I'm now. Again, lots of reasons. My ex-boyfriend wanted to be a VTuber, so I just joined him. Like, I made us avatars and I started streaming. And then another ex of mine was a Twitch streamer and I wanted to avoid him, so I was like, I'll just use anonymity of being a VTuber. I also didn't like how everyone previously used like whenever I go to conventions, I would see like Viking bro dudes on shirts with just their big face, and it was like your merch was your IRL face, and I didn't really like that.
Like they
I
didn't
just felt like there was
artists
you weren't
to
able
like
to be very
make it
creative
through
with it.
Yeah.
Well, even then, it was always just like the same looking dude with the same looking. Like it was very. I felt like you couldn't be very adventurous with the branding or the color or the way that it looked.
I 100% agree with you.
So I thought that VTubers were cool.
I think sorry, it's really fucking funny that like a lot of content creator content and like the clothing that they do is based off their face. And I will say this with the most niceties in mind, and this is not, I'm not gonna look in today's day and age. I say this, somebody's gonna be like, dude, you're such a traitor, you fucking hate men. Look, most male content creators do not do anything about fashion. They don't really give a shit about like learning how to do things to maybe take care of themselves. They don't really care about getting a nice haircut, blah, 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 blah. Learning new like clothing styles for them that fit them, yada, yada. And then they go and then they make like fucking merchandise with their face or like how they look. And then it's like the most like regular average dude, bro. And they could be very handsome, but they just don't like try with anything in terms of like clothing, fashion, haircuts, blah, blah, blah. And then they just kind of plaster themselves on clothing. And it's like, well, okay, dude, this is the most like Jane Doe ass clothes. This is John Smith on like graphic tee number 37.
Yeah, there was just like because I went to the first TwitchCon in 2015 and it was just like there was just a lot of those kinds of shirts where it was just like a dude with glasses and a beard, and you're like, oh, it's Shringle Dingle, my favorite, like my Yoshi, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I just kept looking at it, and I was like, because I even made merch with my I did that kind of merch with my IRL face, and I was like, I fucking hate that immediately. I didn't like it. It was good art. I just didn't like it. I didn't like merchandising my IRL appearance, especially like, this is just me being super pessimistic and like too aware, but like you get older, you know, and it's like I don't want to tie my career to my appearance. Like that's something that I've just kind of never really liked the idea of, and I feel like
have we had somebody gotten old enough for content creation yet? Have we had a content creator that has visibly gotten like really old on stream or on like a YouTube video? Have we gotten to that point yet with YouTube where a content creator who started off really early has like aged enough that you can actually see the difference in age?
I think that's happening with a fair amount of them. Especially like if you think like Achievement Hunter. not saying that they're like as in the like Jeff and Jack and like that era, like the early.
I was gonna say now. Because like, Ray looks exactly the same. Like he does not age.
Ray's I said Achievement Hunter. He left, man.
That's
He's
true.
Gone.
Sorry,
he left.
sorry. I watched Brownout. I can't say anything.
Yeah.
I blocked it out of my head. I forgot. Jesus. Yeah,
but
you're
I just
right.
meant like I was just they're like because they watching them do Minecraft and stuff like that was one of the reasons also I wanted to get into like doing content, because I always, dude, that's like so fucking sad to think about. I used to watch them playing Minecraft with like friends and be like, I wish I had friends to play Minecraft with. Like I just didn't have that. So I feel very lucky to have that now as a content creator.
That's actually why I started content. I wanted to be like, I wanted to have people that would actually pay attention to what I was doing. And it's not like I was like, I had no friends, but I didn't have people that I actually connected with. Like I would go to school and I'd have like friends that I sit in class with, right? And then I would never talk to them outside of class because like we just didn't care. Like we would just talk to each other in class, so we weren't sitting alone. And then outside of class, we didn't really we weren't interested in being like close friends or anything, so we just never talked. So what I did was I started doing like content creation, and I did it all to like kind of meet people, to have people that actually gave a shit about what I was doing on stream, or like people that would pay attention to me. So it kind of worked out. I mean, I literally hold captive an audience that is forced to watch me play stupid bullshit all day and listen to my dumb opinions.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy with where I've ended up because I could not have predicted it, and it's been great. Yeah. AiCandii's high school drama is its own whole novella. It's its own whole thing. I would have like a new friend group every year. I would just get like into the most dumb teen drama scenarios and then lose an entire friend group, and that happened every year all the way through high school.
Wait, we went on a tangent. You never said what your OC was inspired from, what your character was inspired from. You just said how you made it.
So originally I was inspired by Natsuki from Doki Doki Literature Club, which is crazy to say because I don't look like that now.
What? That doesn't seem that... Doki Doki is that old? What the fuck? How long has that been out? What? Was this not like a recent fucking visual novel? What is happening?
Yeah, 2017.
That was like 4 years ago. Chat. How long ago was 2017? What year is it?
Like 8 years ago.
I'm killing myself. Sorry, no, editor, cut that out. Cut that out. I can't say that on stream. Never mind. I can't put that on YouTube. Actually, cut that out. Cut that out.
Yeah.
Censor that. Censor that. I'm gonna get. That's gonna like shadow ban me on YouTube. Look, that's insane in my head. Holy fuck, dude. What do you mean? What do you mean it was that long ago?
Yeah, I had pink hair and very cutesy, and when I think through VTubing, I've definitely found myself because I thought I was like the very cute small Natsuki type, but then one time I did a collab with, I think it was like, I can't remember who it was with.
Candy's talking about her previous model, by the way. This is the original model that they had, not this one. This is a different inspiration, I'm sure.
No, but well, so it's kind of linked though, because I was inspired by Natsuki. Then eventually I did Doki Doki as a collab with someone, and we all were reading out the different roles, and I was reading out Yuri's lines, and then playing Yuri quotation marks in a stream, like voicing her. I was like, oh shit, I'm Yuri. I just like the aesthetic of Natsuki, and then I completely redesigned myself to have like long hair, changed my color scheme to purple. Like I changed everything based on that. So I pivoted from one Doki Doki character to another.
Honestly, I fucking love this one. And also, I feel like this model, this is such a weird like observation to say. I feel like this is the type of character that would be like, I fucking love cute things, and would like bully somebody that looks cute. I feel like that's kind of a fitting thing. Because it also, I'm doing the avant-garde thing where it's like, I'm looking super deeply into something that's not that deep. But I feel like this is kind of like a personality affirmation too, where you're like, instead of thinking that you wanted to be the cute thing, you realize that, no, you just really like those things instead.
Yeah, well, whenever I see, because I think becoming closer with people like Rose and Mouse, like,
you found the cute
like,
things.
they're kind of the Natsuki type. Yeah, so... And I think it's the same thing. I have that struggle with so many characters. Like, one of my favorite characters is Rapunzel from Tangled. And I used to be like, man, I'm so Rapunzel coded. But then I realized I'm more like the Flynn of that dynamic. And then Daria, I really like Daria, but I realized that I'm just Trent out of that show. Like, there's characters that I like.
I'm so Rapunzel coded.
But I'm not. Well, I don't know. I can be, but I just like, it's just interesting. Like the characters you choose to be like, this is who I'm like, and then you like learn more about yourself. You're like, oh, that's not really what I was like, and that was just like, I don't know, growing up.
No, that's fair. I think that's an interesting observation. It's always nice to hear when people like actually have reasons for the characters they make, or they have like ideas behind everything.
Oh, that's
really cool. I'm surprised it had nothing to do with your comic though. I thought you making a VTuber would make something related to that.
No. So like so I made a visual novel in 2018, 2019, called Beyond You, which is still playable demo out there somewhere. But there was like a company and there was like scientists and there was stuff with that. So it's more based on a visual novel that I made, but I don't really talk about the visual novel because then people ask me to finish it and I don't want to. Well, I do want to, but it's really expensive to finish. I already spent like 10 grand on it. It's
on
like
a visual novel? They're that expensive?
Yeah.
I thought there would be like a visual novel. You know, there's RPG Maker. I assumed that there would be something similar for visual novels, so it'd be easier to do.
I've made stuff in RPG Maker, Unreal, Unity. Like I've done all kinds of like engines and stuff. But I got all custom art, backgrounds, music. I did all the writing and the coding myself, but yeah.
That's really cool, honestly. Sorry, I'm sitting down. That's why my eyes went crazy. So wait, then that means the webcomic that you actually started was like after you became a VTuber. So you actually were a VTuber when you started the webcomic? No? What?
Nope, I started the webcomic the webcomic's from 2018 as well. I did that 2018 to 2021. I know, no, 20, maybe 20, no, 2020. I basically quit working on the comic in July of 2020 because I was too busy doing VTubing. And then I got asked to be a Webtoon original in 2021 and that debuted in 2022.
That is the funniest fucking thing to imagine. Like, sorry. This is not against you.
On April 1st.
This is not against you when I say this, but I think it'd be such a fucking funny scenario. Chat, imagine your favorite webtoon artist. Imagine your like favorite comic book, and then you go and you're like, where's the next one? And then you find out they became an anime girl on the fucking internet.
It's true. It's true.
That's actually so fucking It's so fucking funny to imagine.
Yeah.
You could say that to people
dude,
as like a curse. Like, I hope your favorite mangaka turns into a VTuber.
It's crazy because wait.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Am I alive? Am I alive?
What are you doing? What is happening? You're scaring me.
I wasn't blinking.
I thought you were just making really good eye contact with me.
No, I turn my eyes off. Sometimes I do that. It's when I do art streams, I have a toggle to make me not blink so that my eyes don't close when I look down.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Weirdly enough, I have the opposite of that, where I have a toggle that just closes my eyes. Wrong one.
Oh.
Wrong one. Sorry. There we go. So I have this, which just automatically closes my eyes, and now I can't open them. I don't know why I have this. There's no reason for me to have this. It kind of looks weird.
Happy.
I know. I don't like that they're upturned. It kind of bothers me that it's like happy looking. I'm not a happy person.
You just have a naturally happy face.
No, I'm not. I don't normally. Oh, with the blush, maybe.
You getting there?
This looks weirdly. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So, no, I have people come into my streams. Even like a couple of days ago, someone came in. They were like, "You made that comic? I love that comic." I was like, "That's a shame." It, you know. But I didn't. They gave me a choice to like either rush the ending or adjust the ending. Like they gave me options, and I just was like, I couldn't do it.
Wow, they're really strict about certain things, huh? Don't respond if you aren't allowed to, because I know that there's obviously like things you can and can't say.
I'll just say that like I was doing. The minimum panel requirement was 50. Some of the updates I was doing were like 110, 120 a week, which is so much more work.
Jesus
and I was doing 17-hour days, and it just wasn't. Yeah.
Wait, a week is so fucking ridiculously stupid. Like that's.
It's only. It's. I say only, but 50 a week isn't that bad. But I was doing way more.
Dude, I have lore videos that are like 200 panels that take like a year to get done. How the fuck is anyone drawing this shit in a week? That's insane. Really think about that, dude. Really think about how long a lore video takes to make versus like comic book artists or web comic artists that are doing like 150 panels within a week. That's disgusting. That's a disgusting amount.
I did like, I think 9,000 panels, I think was like the amount that I counted.
That's
of like, there was some. Or it was 3,000. It would have been 9,000 if I finished. I don't know. Point is, I want to go back to it at some point. But I want to do so many different things creatively. I like writing. I like writing more than drawing.
Why don't you just do mini comics then? Or like maybe like a couple, like one panel. Because a lot of people that like writing that don't want to do, like they don't have the time to, you know, adversely make a whole thing. You could just do like maybe short comics or like a singular panel, like comic strip that you post on social media or something like that. Because I know that Mary does something similar, but he doesn't want to write anything long term too much as anymore, and he does like mainly the, you know, the comic strips that he posts.
Yeah, I just write books, but yeah, I guess I could do comics. I want to do.
You don't sound very excited about the prospect. You could just. I'm not telling you to do it. You can write a book. I'm down for a book.
I don't want to. I would rather give someone like however much. So I like hiring artists more than I like drawing, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cheaper. It's literally the only reason I draw is because it's cheaper than hiring someone. I put myself in the fucking minds because I'm like, I don't want to spend money, so I'm gonna do it myself. And that's like, not. I don't know. I do draw like comics sometimes. Like if it comes to me, but I don't think in comic form. I struggle with it. I say, as someone who did webtoon.
You literally did. Yeah, I mean, I would struggle with it too if you fucking used up all your brain power to do 900 panels a week or something like that. That's insane. I assume you would like break down.
Yeah, I did a sample like comic, which was a 12-page one in 4 days, just to see how fast I could do it now. But that was 12 pages, which is about 50 panels in a week. So but I wouldn't. But I don't want to. Yeah, I think I said it a while ago, but I think my big hesitation is that the way that I work is I could say it's like, oh, I'll just make it like a small one-off thing. For one, it's not going to be a small one-off thing, and I'm hesitant to start another big project just in general because I just don't have the time to commit to it, and I'm sick of like starting things and then just like abandoning it halfway through.
You could do collaboration projects. I feel like that might solve your issue because then you don't have to do all the work, and then you're also more obligated to get it done.
Yeah, I could do that.
You could. You can say no to the idea. Why? Because
I don't know who the like. I feel bad like I feel bad like doing collab like based as in like just me. I feel like being like, hey, can you draw it? But I'm gonna write it. Even though I've had people offer to do that, but I just feel bad. I don't know. I feel like they could be drawing their own things.
I've been treating commissions as collaborative recently. So I've been doing design commissions with artists where I'll hire a designer to work on my future designs, but I'll also be drawing alongside them. So it's like a collaborative back and forth to make a design rather than just paying somebody to fuck off and do stuff for me. So you could do stuff like that where it's like you still feel like you're participating, but you're not fully into it.
Yeah.
And I think it actually makes everything way more fun too.
Yeah, I do. That's why I like doing stuff with vtuber. That's like my big source of like satisfaction is because we make like games and work on things together, and that has the accountability. So I think that's like I do think after Console Her, I was definitely really burnt out, and then last year was just me reconnecting with writing in general. So I do think it's possible that I get back to doing comics in some capacity. I've been thinking about it, but yeah.
I was gonna ask you about vtuber actually.
Yes.
I was gonna ask how you met everyone in vtuber. It's like asking how you met your lovers. How do you meet everyone in
I love this
vtuber?
story. It's my favorite story.
Do you want to swap? You can swap back from your V-Bridger one if it's lagging too much, because I am noticing it now that you're like catching up randomly and stuttering.
Yeah, that's just.
Here, I can put up the divider if you want.
Okay, yeah, I can change. Okay,
Hold
I'll do that.
Hold on. I'm putting up the divider so they can't see you. Here, here's a Razor scooter. There, go ahead. Chat, look away. Everyone look away. Look away.
Yeah.
Look away. Thank you for the raids, by the way.
I don't know. Yeah. Oh. Are
you good?
Yeah, it's a good size.
You're
I think so.
You're good? You're clean? I can show. Ah! Oh, no, you're fine.
So.
You're fine. Jesus Christ.
I'm exactly the same, ideally, more or less.
You're moving a lot smoother. You're not like lagging and catching up anymore. Thank God.
Oh,
never mind. I jinxed it.
Said that as I lag. But...
It's Australia. It's
Dude,
Australia.
This has been me this past week. I've just been like, there's nothing I can do about it because I moved home with little segue, but I moved home with my family because I ended my lease at my previous place because I want to be able to move to America if and when that all gets approved. So I'm I'm not in my previous place, which had slightly better internet. So it's like noticeable, unfortunately.
It's okay. It'll get fixed at some point.
vtuber.
Yes.
Hopefully. I'll just kidnap Buff Chai's internet. Okay. A quick abridged version. I met vtuber through Buff because we had a mutual friend who we don't fuck with anymore, but they were like, you would hate Buff. And then they told their Buff that I would hate. They were like, you would hate each other. So I saw him in a news party, and I was like,
that's such a weird thing to say to somebody. Wait, what the fuck? Yeah. You would hate this person.
2020, baby.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
They just didn't want us to talk, I guess. But they wanted to keep us away from each other. But saw Buff at a party, went up to her, was like, oh, hey. And then Buff was like, do you want a picture at a VR chat party? And I was like, okay. She's like, this is Shia. I was like, oh, okay. So we took a picture, and then she's like, okay.
Why did you make Buff sound like they were drunk?
I'm gonna go now.
Do you want a picture? Like an old man.
That's how she said it. Then I walked away, and then a couple of days, I think it was like a couple of days later or whatever, she was like, sorry, I was really high at the New Year's party. Oh. I didn't really remember meeting you, but here's a picture of us.
Fair.
And I was like, okay. And then a couple of months later, she invited me to a Gothic phone collab, and then I met Shia through Buff that day, and then I met Rose through the Gothic phone collab. And we were in a group, we used to hang out with a bunch of people called Cum Gum.
Sure.
club.
Sure.
It was a bunch of artists.
Cum gum.
Yeah.
Cum gum. What?
Because somebody typed gum club or something like that, and I read it as cum club, and I was like, what? And I was like, cum gum, what? Something like that. But yeah, that's, and then we were called cum
Trying
gum.
to ask somebody to explain their inside jokes with their friends is exactly this fucking scenario. Well, it's funny because it's, you know, it was a misspelling and it's the word cum, so you know it's great.
It wasn't even misspelling, I just misread. but then we like split off, and then not split off, like I'm like everyone that we're like, it was in that we're still like on good terms with, like we're still friends. But yeah, then Buff Rose, Shia, and I just wanted to be able to approach conventions and events and sponsors and things like that as a unit. So we kind of just put on a trench coat and pretend we're a company, but we're not a company. It's just the four of us in a trench coat.
I mean, you guys have done a lot more than a lot of groups have in like the course of what, 2 years? And you've put out, there's video games. You guys have your own like very well edited podcast, a video podcast, by the way. You constantly do, you guys are able to do group things together. I feel like you're doing a lot better than a lot of so and so VTuber companies or groups that start out within a year or two. I feel like you're doing a really good job. I wouldn't say that you're wearing a trench coat and pretending. I feel like you guys are doing pretty well.
Yeah, well, it's just that like there was just companies that would say, oh, we don't work with individuals, we only work with companies. So we're like, we'll just pretend we're a company, but then we actually are a company. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited with regards to the podcast. We have a lot of really cool stuff coming up with that. And I've been doing podcasts for years. Like I used to have a D&D one that I ran and I edited. I used to do my own independent one where I would talk. And then I put it aside but then Buff and I were supposed to do one, which we never did. It was called Serious Budness, which was us like talking, but then we just ended up not doing that.
Which is what a podcast is, yeah.
Yeah, it was just us. There was no like group to it. It was just the two of us. But yeah, I think it's really good. I recommend if anyone, I don't know if anyone listening is in a VTuber group, but I think that if you are in a VTuber group, having a podcast is a really nice way to have everyone in the audience be able to meet all of the talent. So when they go to meet and greets, they can like get to know people, so they actually know who they're speaking with. Because before we had the podcast and after, there's a big difference in how people spoke to us at meet and greets. Now, when people come up, they talk to all of us, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I loved you. Like this." Like they know everyone. Whereas before, it was like, "Oh, I only watch Rose. I only watch Shia. I only know this person." But now everyone kind of knows all of us, which is honestly the nicest benefit of it.
And if you guys are going to continue having like meet and greets together, it helps. Yeah. It makes everything mesh a lot better for whenever you do stuff together. It's great. I think it's a good job. It actually like brings up everyone together, which is awesome.
Do you call what this is a podcast?
Fuck no. If I call this I cannot. I refuse to call this a podcast. This is not a podcast. I try my best to make it to have some improv bits just to avoid getting called a podcast. I do not. I like podcasts. I'll be on a podcast. I fucking hate when this is called a podcast because it makes it feel so less entertaining. Because then the branding gets fucked up. Because it's called Porcelain Parlor, and we're moving around, and it's a video podcast. Fuck you. I hate that. I hate it. I don't know. I have such a hard ass view on like branding. It is Porcelain Parlor, which is its own thing. It's a show. If I call it a podcast, I have to quit. I have to stop doing all the really cool high production stuff because I don't know. I feel like the word podcast just has a bad taste in my mouth. Like I have like a predisposed disposition of not wanting to do my own kind of podcast because of, I think this is gonna sound very stupid. What Chad is saying, it's because of like the whole gym bro misogyny thing that gets associated with podcasts that I try to steer away from, and I just make my own branding, calling it Porcelain Parlor and everything else. But
that makes sense. It's more like, I'm gonna say something else you're probably gonna yell at me for, but it's kind of like how like there's like Jimmy Fallon show or the Daily Show or things like that, where it's got segments and it's got it's like a talk show.
I think I can accept talk show. I think I can accept a talk show over a podcast. Because if it's a podcast, then I have to start being like, I have to start saying misogynistic thing about women. Like, and I don't feel like I should do that. Not yet, at least. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of how I feel, just to like balance the playing field so I can get passionate about something. Kind of how I feel about people doing asset flips in games. I think that making a game and using assets like pretty one-to-one and making it your own thing and doing things with that is cool. But I don't like when I see low effort slop that's just pumped out with like no effort put in, no curation, no like whatever. It's just like you just take assets out of like a game store and then just package it up with like a pre-made system and then shove it back out. So I understand what you mean. Like it feels like there's less effort implied in it. Yeah.
I think when it comes to stuff like asset flips, I think if you make something good with asset flips, yeah, that should lead you into removing the asset flipped parts, and you should make your own assets. That's one of the reasons why I never got into Pal World. Like I never liked Pal World because it looked like such an asset flip to me, and then it kept looking like an asset flip even with all the updates, and I respect it. They seem like nice people from what I've seen and from the things that they've done. I mean, I feel like they've donated a charity a couple of times, which is great. Indie studio, but I don't like the visuals. I still think it looks kind of like an asset flip even till now, even though I feel like they've gotten so much support.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so it's like you have you care a lot about the
aesthetic.
Cohesion and packaging and aesthetic.
I'm a little bit of a fucking I'm a little bit of a shallow bitch. I'm kind of shallow when it comes to certain things about aesthetics, and I don't know if that's because I just really like looking at things that are pretty and I like art and I like the idea of aesthetics, or if there's some kind of fucking deep trauma within my head. It could be both, honestly. Well, unpackage that on the next podcast.
Nice.
Candy laughed. You couldn't hear it because of Discord, but I swear to God they laughed. They laughed. Yeah, you guys saw that. That wasn't a failed joke. They laughed. It just Discord cut it out. I was not to a silent audience. Editor, edit in Candy's laugh. Edit Candy's laugh into that one aspect. Thank you. Put that in.
No, I think, I guess to like, you're welcome to attach to the definition you gave. I'll like flip it a little bit, but I really like when things feel cohesive, like when everything feels, I like to compliment and emphasize like Hades. This is such a random jump, but in Hades, the system for dying and all of the systems in general are all diegetic. They're all understood by the characters in the game, and the reason for constantly dying is justified. It feels very like well considered and well executed. So I appreciate when things are like designed in a way where they obviously very much care about it.
That's what I do with my stream. Like when I first debuted this, I tried to make everything fit in. So like everything, even this stupid little cage asset that originally I hated, we still tried our best to make it fit in with everything in the background. Because I at the time when I debuted, right, nobody really had any painterly models, and all of their backgrounds were not like illustrative overlays. All of their overlays were like just graphic design. Like there was no illustrative properties to it. And then I decided I want a background that is more illustration than overlay. And nowadays that's what you kind of normally see with VTubers. I mean, some VTubers still get the classic like graphic design first overlay, which kind of focuses on having a proper like chat box and notification. Mine is purely based on aesthetic more than anything, and it's the same with everything else that I did with like alerts, emotes, everything. I tried to make it all fit in with one branding, and that's why I think I do pretty good with the strong branding. Everywhere I go, I try to make things look similar, like they fit in the world, and I got that from Dark Souls. I mean, I think Dark Souls does the same diegetic thing that Hades does, where everyone in the game understands how the mechanics of the game work.
Yeah, because I definitely think there's when like the artistic vision is separate to the mechanics of the thing, I feel like it just doesn't hit as well. Like Inscription, that's another good example. At least the Leshy early stage. Yeah, but like that like just all the ways that like the elements are all like designed and curated and connected, and like you experience them in the world. Like I just like stuff like that. And I'm trying to, I can't really think off the top of my head of like something that doesn't
the
have
autistic
that.
vision. Yeah. Yes, chat. Kind of.
That's the only thing keeping me going.
Yeah.
God, I just love art. I'm very impatient though. I'm very like go. That's why I need people to help me like to see things through, because otherwise I just would make the most like ramshackled, fucked up looking thing. Be like, it's thematically cool. They'd be like, that looks ugly. I'm like, damn.
I agree with you. I'm also in a rush to do things, and art is something that kind of takes time. And like, if I draw something and it doesn't immediately look like I'm getting better, then it just frustrates you so much. I hate it. I want my instant gratification.
For the longest time, I would finish a drawing in one sitting. I still kind of am like that. I always finish it in one sitting. Like, I can't do it a little bit every day. Except when I was doing comics, but that killed me. So.
I'm trying to learn that. You asked me before the stream started because you didn't. Well, I don't know if you didn't know or if you forgot that I used to do art. As do a lot of people. I literally did an art stream yesterday, and half of the comments were, "You do art?" We had to pin a message that was like, "Yes, Joel draws."
Yeah,
and,
after I asked, I remembered then I went back and looked at your VOD and I saw what your art was, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, here, I'll bring out the TV. We have work for this. Here, hold up. And you might see this in the future because I'm starting a game show that I wanted to invite you and a couple other people to, actually.
I love game shows. Hell yeah.
Let me make the TV. I'm gonna get smaller, and if you want to come over here, you can. I will. Thank you. Wow, look at you. Chat, get smaller. Jesus Christ. Their fat heads blocking the way. Anyways, here's the TV that I have, and I actually do I do draw occasionally, and I've been practicing art recently to learn how to draw again. And I remember specifically that I did an art video, like I did a tutorial video on YouTube a long time ago that got like 1 million views, and all of the comments were like, what the fuck do you mean he draws? What? And I'm starting to get addicted to that comment because it's so fucking funny to hear when I don't draw for like a year on stream and then I do it randomly on stream one day. And I would like to say, chat, almost like most VTubers actually draw. Like a lot of VTubers that you wouldn't know do art know how to draw. Like for Chibidoki, great example. Never does anything with it, but Chibidoki is actually a pretty competent artist and makes really cute art. Not known. Like you don't see them draw that much. There's a lot of VTubers like that. I don't know how much Kudaji Ali does it, but Ali is also a really good artist, like a really crazy cracked artist. And there's just like VTubers out there that will be like, yeah, I draw, and then they just never draw. Like they just don't do any art on stream ever, and they don't do any content with their art because they just don't know how to do content with art. And like there you go. Like I draw, but I used to do content with art, and I used to be a main art streamer. And then I stopped for a while, and occasionally I'll bring out an art stream, and it's like, what the fuck do you mean you draw? It's just not something that a lot of people understand how to like put to like some kind of entertainment, like because art's a very slow, sometimes monotonous thing to do. And I mean, our Gartic phone obviously exists, right? And that's really fun to fuck around with. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Be
gone, TV. I can get big now.
Oh, I'll scoot back. Gay.
Go.
I'm always big when I'm with you.
Wow. Wow. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, dude. Put it away.
Okay. Shia does 3D modeling, which people don't know. And Shia also codes.
I mean, Shai is the one who I don't know if he's not the only one who made them, but he worked on all the cool Vichiban games that you have.
Yeah, he did all the a lot of the environments. He did a lot of that, and he did
Was he the one who made the really sexy version of you that with like a FNAF Android version of you from the Meet Your Oshis game?
Buff designed that, and then somebody made the model, but it's escaping my mind. It'll be in the credits of the game. Go play the game.
Meet Your Oshi. It's one of the Vichiban games that I actually did a stream of. You can watch my stream too. Night 4 or whatever was bullshit, or Night 5 was bullshit. One of them was bullshit.
Yeah, that's fair. There was definitely one night that people did not like. I think once Buff comes in as a mechanic. But yeah, I don't know. I just like doing stuff. Oh, I was gonna say, art content. This is, maybe you'll agree. I would love to do essay style content with
Oh,
art,
like video
but
essays?
not. Yeah, I've got some topics. So like I've been taking note of topics and stuff like that, and I want to record that. But I don't want to do. This is how you draw an eye. This is how you color. This is how you
want to
shade.
like
I don't want
dive
to do
into the ideas of art instead of telling people how to draw. Like maybe like you could do analysis content where you're like, because I love that when people do that. They'll like dive into a video game and talk about the artistic reasons for everything being made, like how Scorn was made. Like Scorn, not a good game, but the art behind it with I think it was it Geiger. I don't know. The art behind that is really cool, and the reason for that art is like interesting to hear about. I don't know if that's what you mean.
Yeah. I mean a couple. I have. Yeah, I guess like mindset type stuff. Like, I had like a weird realization when I was playing Power Simulator 2 a while ago, and because I've never really understood the thing of like enjoy the journey when it comes to any process of anything. But I was playing Power Simulator 2 and I kept like rushing to get to the next level, and I was like, what the fuck am I rushing for? Because you're still just gonna be power washing. And I kind of extrapolated
right, like
that
changes.
to like anything. Yeah, I kind of extrapolated that to like art and writing as well, where I'm like, I don't know why I'm rushing to finish this, because once I finish it, I'm still gonna be like, I'm probably gonna be writing something else. And it's like the illusion of novelty of like, I'm starting a new idea, I'm making a new thing, but it's like you gotta be able to find the novelty in what you're already working on, as opposed to constantly chasing new ideas and trying to make new things. And then also like actually finishing things. So stuff with like mindset that I've kind of like learned / things that I talk about with chat. I'm just kind of packaging that up and making videos about that. So less like, this is how I do eyelashes, because I draw, every time I draw a picture, I do like a different method, or I draw differently, or I use different brushes. Like it's never the same. So I don't really think there's a lot of value in terms of my methods of drawing. But speed pay content is just easy to make, because it's just you record your screen and then you just make it go fast.
I kind of like the idea that you said though.
With it.
I really enjoy the idea of like maybe doing some kind of like video essay on like the goal of this might be different from what you said, but like because I like the idea of doing an analysis on like if you do a video game or like maybe a web comic, and you really analyze somebody's art to see why they do things or why they draw that way, or like what are they trying to make you feel. I think that'd be kind of cool. Like it doesn't necessarily ruin the art, because you could still feel different ways. Like, but if somebody was like showing off like a Dark Souls art book, or going through the world and being like, they have this here to give you like this sense of dread or melancholy, and they explain why, maybe like maybe brush strokes or anything, etc. I think that's cool. I think that'd be an interesting video to watch, and I'd probably watch that.
Yes. You should. It sounds like a video
Thank you for the
should
answer.
make.
No, fuck that. I do not. I thought a couple of different times about doing some kind of video essay thing, and then I was like, I do not want to write a script. I can do a script, and I do scripts occasionally for like promotional videos. Like I did one for my plushie and like my merchandise a couple of different times, and those are great. I love doing stuff like that. However, it is annoying to do, and I can't imagine doing that for like a 40-minute video about art.
I think that I've just spent a lot of time consuming that kind of media, and I think it would be fun to contribute to the space, but I would really need to find topics that I want to do that for. So I feel like I'd want to aim for, like, this is just on my side, I feel like I'd want to aim like once a month, having like a more ambitious, considered art, like maybe not specifically about art, because it's like that's why I go to like storytelling, and when I describe what I do, I always try and emphasize like whatever lets me tell a story is what I like. So because I do games, I do comics, I do animation, I've done all kinds of stuff. So I just don't, because in the past, back when I had my old content, I would do like, here's me drawing like these characters' outfits, or like here's me doing like art stuff, but I don't really like doing educational content specifically with art and art tools, at least like not broadly week after week, day after day. I think that I'd run out of stuff and I wouldn't really enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I think doing like more mindset and like broad stuff. I also wanted to do a video about hindsight and like the because everyone always
What?
says like, oh, why didn't? Okay, so you know how people will like watch a show and be like, oh, I don't know why they didn't do like this, this, and this. Like the illusion of being like, oh, I know better than the writers because I can see the whole thing and this is what I would have changed. But like how that's a falsehood because that doesn't exist until it's made. Like you can't have hindsight till the thing is done. So like perfectionism doesn't exist. It's like that kind of stuff. Like that.
Like people that complain about, is this like a One Piece specific thing where somebody's like, wow,
just
you need all
show.
of this to fit together, and I'm complaining that you didn't think about this from the very beginning and you're retconning things like that?
Yeah, I guess it's yeah. It's I just see it a lot because I guess like after like again doing my comic for a while, like I experience what it's like to be a creator and then have people look at stuff that you've made and be like, oh, why did this happen or why didn't you do this? And it's like, well, I had to make the thing. So it's like the struggle of like trying to make something and trying to make it as good as you can, but then like understanding that when it's done, people are always going to be able to do it better than you, but it's only in their like people do retrospectives. Like Lore Olympus is a really big webtoon and people have taken that and they've taken all the characters, all the art style and stripped it back and then remade it. They're like, if I had made it, I would have done it like this, but they could only make it because it existed in that initial form. It's kind of like a paradox. Like to be able to fix like the art form of fixing media only exists by the media existing in the first place, but they fault it for existing. So it's
Candy,
like that. Yes,
my head is spinning. My brain is spinning.
that's why I'm like saying it might be good to like it's just this like I think it's just a current thing that goes on with media is with social media is it's really easy to post like why didn't like One Piece like why didn't like Luffy just do this? It's like, well, like it's the like ability to give a quick take or like say something that's really like 2 sentences of writing and then you get like all this accolades of like, wow, you fixed a problem, but it's like, but it's just, yeah, it's like a larger issue.
Audience privilege.
That kind of stuff.
That's a good way of describing it. Audience privilege, where you're able to like look back at things. Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. You're able to look back at things and see how things would have been able to be fixed way faster, but at the time that didn't exist.
Yeah, because you don't have things like the production company on top. Maybe actors weren't able to be around. Like what the writing room was like. There's so many other factors that are separate to the actual thing that you see at the end. Anyway, I just think it's really fascinating. Just like from the like.
I think it is too.
Because I used to be someone that was in fandom spaces that would do that. That would be like, why didn't the writers simply do this?
There's a long pause in between. I used to be something. That sounded. It was. You started with a really sad sentence and then you paused and then you continued it. But it's. I was about to be like, oh my god, don't word it like that, Jesus.
Yeah, no, I used to participate in fandom spaces. Actually, making my own webtoon, making again console. So it's weirdly pivotal in like my creative pursuits. But I stopped being able to do like fan art, fan fiction, any of that kind of stuff once I made my own comic. I just like completely changed my brain chemistry with like making fan stuff.
That's peak, dude. I love OC stuff personally. I think this is another reason why add this to the list of similarities. Apparently you get called divorced. We both do the keys bit. We're both Urple. We're both really slay. We're both, what were the other ones? There was more. We both really like art. What was the other thing?
We have a lot of hate in our heart.
We have a lot of hate in our heart.
Really like OCs and storytelling.
That one too.
I don't know if that's. Yeah.
That was apparently you were saying there was more because before we started the stream we were talking about it. We were making conversation while I was last minute editing the thumbnail to make it look good, and I never realized that. I actually never thought of us having like the exact like a lot of similar things that we like. Maybe it's just because whenever we got to talk, it was so short. And I don't want to say the conversations were shallow because it was never like a shallow conversation. We had a good one. No, I see the reaction you made. We had a couple of conversations just over DMs based on like streaming and like what we do as streamers, which is really cool. But I don't know. I guess I never got to like watch enough to know that we had so much in common besides the keys bit. I was just kind of scratching the surface. Wait, why do you get called divorced, by the way?
Oh, I just have a I I feel like the way that I show affection is by being aggressive or mean to my friends, and then people interpret that as acting like you're divorced. Like I do that with Twin, with Buff. There's just like people that I interact with that I have like divorce-y energy.
I wouldn't understand.
A lot of wives. Yeah, like I think I just have like a sad old man who's smoking a cigarette on my porch, getting my like alimony. The man's like, I just have that energy about me.
I would never. I've never done that personally. I don't know what you're talking about. Ignoring the fact that I've been I've been playing with a fake cigarette this entire time. I'm just gonna ignore. I mean, as soon as you said that, I started to slowly put down the like prop cigarette that I had in my hand.
Yeah, I mean, I usually when I'm in collab settings, I'm pretty quiet. It depends on especially because I don't know if this is again just because I'm Australian, but I usually talk over people by accident a lot. So I try to not talk much, and then that makes people think that I'm really shy, but I'm not. I'm very outgoing, but I just don't like talking over people.
That's okay. I've done that a couple of times. I feel like I talk over people all the time, and it's not on purpose. I would never do it in person. I just want to put that out there. But when you're online, there's always a delay between each person talking, so there's always going to be a slight overlap. And I hate.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's over 10 years of doing content, but I fucking hate dead air, so I always try to fill it as much as I can. That probably is it. So if I talk over somebody, it's never malicious, obviously, but it happens and it can be annoying.
Yeah. See, I'm the opposite. Well, the opposite in terms of if I'm in a collab setting, and that if there's at least 4 of people in a group setting, I will absolutely be the most quiet. Like if everyone else is doing like the filling air instinct, I'll usually be the first person to stop talking or be quiet out of just not wanting to compete.
Depends if I'm streaming.
I just don't.
Like if I'm streaming, I will try to
totally
command a
different.
presence. But if I'm not streaming, I'll shut the fuck up and I won't talk. Like I'll only speak if spoken to if I'm not streaming.
Yeah. Nah. I'm actually usually louder and more annoying if I'm not streaming.
What? What?
I don't know.
What the fuck,
I don't
dude?
know.
You hate your chat. That's what it is. You just don't want them to. You don't want them to hear you. I can't believe this.
Depends. It depends. I don't know. It depends on group chemistry again. If it's like a repo type thing, I'm not saying shit. I'm tired, dude. If there's like 6 people talking, also depends on how many people are in it. If it's like the more people there are, the more quiet I am, because I just like I can't. Like,
if we're playing friend swap, I'm not saying a fucking word. But if we're playing like a Halo multiplayer or a board game, I'm yapping, dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
You make me play Peak, I'm shutting up.
Okay. So normally when I'm in a collab setting, there's people that are like, I'm gonna do goofs and make jokes. No, I'm there to help the game progress. I'm here to keep us on track. I'm here to make the money so everybody else can make the jokes. Yeah. Lethal Company, that kind of thing. That's what I do.
So you're saying you become a blue collar worker as soon as you get into the fucking game. You lock in. I kind of do the same. Yeah.
And if any of my various wives are like, I really want to get this like pink cosmetic item, I'm like, that's what I'm doing for the next 2 hours. Or like when I played Minecraft multiplayer with Buff, I spent 2 weeks working out how to make her a werewolf, and then we had to admin cheat it anyway. I like making sure other people are taken care of and happy and good in collabs.
I kind of do the same thing, but I am also very aggressive about it. Like if I'm playing repo, I take the shopping cart and I'm like, we're doing this thing, follow me or die. Like I will. It is like dad needs you to lock the fuck in, because we are not buying you like 17 bags of chicken nuggets. All right, we are getting broccoli and we are getting chicken breast, and that is what we're going to eat, and we are not getting you snacks. Stay with the fucking cart.
Sounds good.
And that's the idea.
Sounds good.
It's a good way. You know what? Repo shows a good dynamic with that, because Repo really does show people dynamics in a weird way, because it shows who's going to fuck around and who's going to like try to do their best to stay on target.
Sorry, you used to talk about chicken. It got me thinking. I had a chicken, walnut, and apple salad earlier, which sounds crazy, but it was really good.
Do you have hot food takes? Because we used to do this all the time on my
don't ask me.
Back when this was
So
called
many.
date night, I used to always talk to people about my hatred of steak, and I feel like
I
it
don't
got
like steak.
so. Candy, I love you. I'm so happy you exist. You are actually me as a woman. You are so, or I'm you as a man. I don't know. We could go either way. You are amazing. You are peak. I'm so glad that you exist. Thank you for being Australian. That part was just me saying that at the end, but thank you for existing. I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy right now. That's so awesome.
I have other takes that may change your opinion, but go on.
Okay, well, the one thing that I always said was I never liked steak because I thought it was boring. And wildly out of control with the amount of misinformation that people say about me. I get slandered for saying that all the time. But I'm not a big steak person because I think it's boring. I think there's better food out there it's just more interesting. I'd rather have like different types of beef, or like beef in different ways, but just the slab of steak is really boring to me. Because it's just a big steak. That's it. It's just a big meat. It's stupid. I don't like it. I feel like the beef could be used in better ways in different foods. Like, it's cooler. I also think burgers are mid-tier. I've never had an A-tier burger because every time I have a burger, it essentially reminds me that this is kind of boring. Maybe there's interesting burgers out there. I think a Maui burger would go real crazy, but for the most part, most burgers are like a B+ max. There's no A-tier burger to me. But go ahead. What do you have?
Okay. I'll start light and then we'll go into the worst stuff, or worst by what chat usually gets mad about.
I will prepare myself.
I generally, if I get a burger, I will take the buns off and then just eat it like a little salad thingy. I don't really like the buns. I just think it's annoying.
So you don't like the bread. You don't like bun.
I like deconstruct it. No, I'm not really. I also don't like spaghetti, lasagna, or any red sauce pasta dish. I like carbonara. I like cheesy sauces. I don't like red sauce. So you don't
like tomato?
No, I don't like tomato at all. I don't like pizza either.
So that doesn't mean you don't like red sauce. That just means you don't like tomato.
Any marinara that I've had, I don't. Oh, the only marinara, how do you say it? I like chicken parmigiana when it's got ham and then that sauce. That's the only time that I like it. Okay.
So you don't like tomatoes. I feel like you're hesitant to say that you don't like tomatoes, but you're basically saying you don't like tomatoes.
No, but I don't like pasta. I also don't. No, I don't.
Do you eat raw tomatoes?
No, I don't like. Well, I don't know. I don't like tomatoes. That's already established.
That's established. You weren't saying, you weren't agreeing, so I was questioning.
Oh no, I don't like tomatoes. I like
Candy does not talk to tomatoes. Confirmed not Christian. Hates tomatoes. Would never talk to Bob.
I only like pasta as like a little side serve thing.
Okay, so you want, when you get pasta, you want it to be cheesy, and you want a small amount of it.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. That's not that crazy. Like I don't think I would crucify you for that. That's not insane. I'm not Italian enough to get mad at you for that.
Yeah, I basically don't eat any Italian food.
So you like mac and cheese?
I'm not, but I'm not like, I don't know how to say this in a woke way. I don't like mac and cheese the way that people think I probably do like mac and cheese. I'm okay with mac and cheese.
It's neutral to you. You're not
it's like fine.
I like chicken nuggets. You're not going around like this fucker down here where you're like, yay, chicken nuggets. Wow. You're like, oh, a chicken nugget. Cool. I guess I'll eat that. It's on the table.
Yeah, I do. Well, though, I think that Buff and Shy would disagree. But I like.
I think people close to you would probably try to infantilize you more as a way to be like, look at you. You want some mac and cheese? So that's different.
I do pretty exclusively get some variant of chicken tenders and some kind of salad.
Okay, never mind. I agree with Buff and Shy. What do you mean you like when you just want chicken tenders and a salad? You know what I think you have?
Any kind of breaded chicken breast is exactly what I want, or just chicken breast in general. That's what I want.
Can I be real with you? You just have the same
Yes.
taste as like a white suburban mom. Like you are like, I can't have carbs. If I have carbs, it has to be as a little treat. I don't want this specific thing. I would like chicken tenders, please. Do you have anything? Do you have anything lactose free? Do you have any gluten free options for me, please? Like that's what you sound like. You sound like a you sound like a Midwestern white woman. I'm sorry.
I mean, no, it's okay. It's not. I wish that carried across. Like I wish it like physically affected me that way, but it doesn't seem to.
Okay, good.
I'm still a thick bitch despite the lack of carbs in my diet. Yeah, no, I just
Despite all the
I don't know,
attacks to
man.
my personhood, I'm still a thick bitch, and none of you can change that.
yeah, I don't like any kind of shellfish either.
I don't
Oyster,
like
lobster,
seafood.
crab.
I'm not a seafood
Yeah, I
person.
don't like seafood. I'll salmon, tuna. I'll accept.
Those are like the chicken of the sea. It's like everyone eats that.
In Australia, I don't know if this is a thing in America because people always get worried. There's chicken sushi here. There's like cats, like they do like breaded katsu chicken in the
That's fine.
price.
It's just the calling it sushi
See?
is weird. It's not really sushi. You're just rolling it.
Like they'll put like cucumber. I love tofu. Tofu is one of my favorites.
Tofu's great. I love firm tofu. If
I-
you give me soft tofu, I'm going to spit in your face. I need firm
Agadashi
tofu.
Yes.
If I get
I like
tofu
it.
from a fucking restaurant and they give me soft, squishy tofu, I like shit myself. I hate that. I need firm tofu. I need the tofu to be hard. No, we're not eating tofu in the chat. We have a regular named Tofu. Relax. They freak out
Oh.
anytime there's any mention of somebody's name in the chat because there are a lot of common food names from our viewers, and they're like, "No, don't eat me." It's okay. Just
I'll
ignore
eat
them.
you.
No, stop.
I'll
Don't
take you to
threaten
that
them.
weird VR world where you can get vor. Okay.
No,
I know I'm
what?
not into vor because I think it was Momo's birthday one year. We went into like a vor VR chat world, and you would like experience what it's like to be eaten by a big anime woman.
Which one
Yes.
of you suggested to go to a fucking vor world?
I don't recall, but it was directly after McDonald's and before Blue Lick Lane, or whatever it is, that terrible Blue Lick Road. Buff always takes everyone to this terrible 3D scanned house of a hoarder. It makes me throw up every time.
All of you, please refer to the previous pinned message in the Twitch chat that was these white women are crazy. Please refer to the pinned chat. I just need that to be reminded. Thank you. Okay, continue. You're talking about your vor story. You and Buff were continuing vor.
No, I can confirm that I'm not into vor because I experienced it in VR and I did not enjoy it.
You know what? You're better than 99% of people that deny things. I'm the 99% that denies everything, and I'm like, I'm not into this, even though I've never tried it. I feel like I would know. I feel like sometimes you know. It's different with food, but for like kinks, I don't know. That's crazy. Some kinks
Well,
you
if you
don't
wanna
need to
find
try to
out.
know you don't need to like it. No, well, okay.
That's true.
Hold on. I'm
To
not
the
gonna go.
vor world.
Honey, look, I know that we're having a good time, but like the boys said that I might be into vor, and you know, can we try something new tonight? Could you like turn into a gigantic
wet
snake
towel.
and like eat me? Yeah, sure. Jesus Christ. It's fucking insane
Play
thing to
stomach
say.
ASMR.
Ugh. Chad, imagine like you're having an intimate moment with your loved one, and your loved one just comes up to you and is like, "Honey, look, I know this is weird, but I got made fun of it at work today, and the boys were saying that, well, how do you know you're not into it if you've never tried it? So I need you to eat me."
People actually Buff told me about it. Apparently some furries get big mouths made, like plushy mouths that they like role play getting eaten in.
I can't say anything. I played a furry game and I started to really like that character, so I can't say anything. I played Pseudo Regalia once and I was like, damn, maybe they're onto something. Maybe these motherfuckers are onto something. I was gonna say something. I was gonna call out like fucking Buff, Shia, and Papa, and then I stopped myself. I can't kink shame anyone. I can't. I think jackalopes they got fat asses. I can't say anything. Mods, editor, put up a picture of Sybil from Pseudo Regalia, but their backside specifically. Thanks.
I think there's a certain degree of furry that I get. There's like probably a spectrum or a diagram.
There was a scale. There was a scale. There was like a scale of 1 to 6 or something. And I think most people, I feel like most people could be attracted. So there's like 1, which is cat ears. 2, where they start to get more appearances to them, so they have like more to their appearance. Hold on, I can just look this up. I know the scale is out there.
Blade from Elden Ring is like good. Blythe.
Dude, you're gonna get your Welshness revoked. You can't be called. You can't. Nobody can say you're from Wales anymore, dude. You're getting your Welsh revoked for calling them Blade.
I don't know what his name is. I just know he's a wolf.
Here we go. I found the scale. I think this scale is insane. I don't know how well this scale works. I'm gonna turn this Razor scooter into a furry scale. Hold on. This might be the wrong scale.
Is that a scooter? Oh, okay.
That was a Razor scooter. And somebody said it's not a Razor. Fuck you, it is a Razor scooter. I had it when I was a kid. I think most people would be fine with 1. I think most people, even the most like vanilla people, would be like, okay, 1 is cool. Sure. 2 is like, I think some people, the majority of people could still be like, they could still understand the attraction. 3 and upwards, 3 is like actually furry. And then everything after 3 is like too much for most. I would say too much, way too much. I think 3 is the only furry, legitimately.
Yeah, somewhere between 2 and 3 is like a good balance. I'm just like, dude, this is such a fucked up angle. I just think of BoJack in terms of fairies. That's where my brain goes, which is like not, because they're just people, but they have
That's just a dude with a horse head. It's not even a horse.
Yeah.
He's not even a furry. It's just a man with a horse on his head. That's like fucking Mordecai from like regular show, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, wasn't that like? But
wait,
I mean,
you're not
into, you
don't like BoJack Horseman. You don't like that guy, do you?
No.
I was gonna say. I was like, that's
even for me, that's too far.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like not even on the furry scale. That's just red flag. That's red flag material all around.
That's just an offender.
That's like somebody saying that they like
prison time.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Let me get up. Okay, so I wouldn't consider myself a furry, but there are characters that I like. Let me see if, hold on. Sybil Pseudo Regalia. I saw this and I was like, okay, I kind of get it now. Like, this character is cute. And they have a fat ass. This is when I was like, maybe I am interested in some furry characters. Because I thought this was cute.
A lot of disclaimers.
I'm putting a lot of disclaimers, it's true.
Is she wearing pants, or is the pants of skin color, or what's that?
No, she's not wearing pants. She's got a fat ass. I mean, there's nothing you can see. It's fur. Don't judge me.
Yeah, you're a furry.
What the fuck, dude?
I'm not.
Look, they look good. This is the only time I've ever been attracted to like a furry character. Unless we consider Pokemon, but that's barely, come on. Like, they look good.
She got a whole pussy out.
She does.
I don't know if I can say that on YouTube.
Hold on, I'm looking for, well, it's okay, we edit that. Wait, hold on. I like it because they don't have a mouth. And I think that makes it look better. I don't know if that sounds misogynistic, but like, I think characters that don't have mouths actually look really cool. And
yeah,
also, like, I don't
get you. It's like elegant.
Yeah, so the thing that always stopped me from being furry is I don't like the maw. I don't like animal mouths. Like, it needs to still be a human face. Like, I don't like animal noses or animal mouths. That's it. Like, I don't want a snout.
See, because then it gets into like aliens, and then aliens is like a whole different vector.
Oh, aliens is completely different for
those
people.
Can go crazy.
That's monster fucker territory, and I can't say anything about that because I once was looking for artists to draw a monster model of me, and I was like, monster fuckers, drop your portfolio down below. And then immediately all of the replies were just porn. Like, half of the replies were porn artists. And I was like, that's not what I meant by monster fuckers. I meant people that like monsters. So that was my mistake. That was on me. I thought monster fucker just meant people that like monsters. No, not from that. I didn't find any artists from that, unfortunately.
Oh no, you just got a lot of I mean, you did. I mean, I don't want to victim blame, but you did say monster fuckers, and you got.
Look,
this is a dead dubbed in our open scenario.
Look, dude, at the time, I thought monster fucker was a way of describing people that drew monsters, not drew monster porn, okay? I thought, like, this is not that insane. I feel like I get made fun of all the time for this. Every artist that I knew, I credit this specifically to the artist Parasitic Bun, who always called themselves a monster fucker, but they never drew in front of me. Like, I never saw them drawing, like, porn. I just saw them drawing like monsters that I thought were cool. Like they just drew cool monster designs. And same with a bunch of other artists, right? And then I was like, oh, so I guess that's just a quirky way of calling for monster artists. You just call them monster fuckers.
This is like something that Haruka would tell me and I'd be like, that makes sense. But hearing it from you is a crazy angle. Or Froggy even. I feel like Froggy and Haruka, you know what I mean? Like that's a Froggy and Haruka moment.
Well, me and Haruka are both ace. I don't know about Froggy.
Oh, I wasn't going from the ace angle.
What were you going? Were you going for stupid angle? Were you going for ignorant angle? What the fuck?
No.
What was that? Were you gonna call me ignorant?
Just very literal. Just like literal, but to your definition of it, like being like, this is what I think it is, and that's what this is.
Oh, you're going for the autism angle. I get it. I understand it now. That's what you were going for. Yeah, there's been accusations against me. I don't know if it's accusation is the right word. I've been armchair diagnosed as autistic a bunch of times from a lot of people.
Okay. I say okay in the sense of like me trying to like think how to phrase this. I've been peer reviewed into it by Papa, Haruka, and Froggy, all independently of each other.
I think I've also been. They've also accused me.
Peer reviewed.
Yeah, those same people. Just because I like trains doesn't mean that I'm an shut up, chat. You can like trains without being called autistic.
I hung out with Haruka, I think one time, and then she sent me the RADS test. And then one time I was hanging out with I got like a 190 out of 260. So I got it's like 60 or above is autism. I got like a 190.
Jesus.
So yeah. But and then I hung out with Froggy, and I think Froggy was like, oh, it's really nice hanging out with someone also that has autism. And I was like, yeah.
Dude, saying that without confirming it is so fucking funny.
I think it was something to that effect. And then Papa just knows, I guess. And then chat will also come in and be like, man, it's really nice seeing other like streamers that are like me that have autism. And I'm like, cool. I'm glad to. Dude, shucks, guys.
Fucking holy shit. Saying that exactly. Just being like.
It was something to that effect.
Being peer reviewed as autistic without actually anyone going in and confirming that you're autistic is so fucked up. Like none of them were like, hey, are you autistic? They were just like, no, you are autistic now.
Yeah. They can tell, they can sense it. I will like it's interesting because I feel like it's one of those things because my ex-roommate was recently diagnosed. And I could get diagnosed. I just don't. There's no benefit.
I don't have health insurance.
Yeah, there's nothing that I would want from the government. I don't want them to know my stuff. So, but that's just me. Also, it'd be like it's like $2,000 or $3,000 to get it done, and I'm like,
just to get fucking checked. No thanks. I'll stick with the armchair diagnosis. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because to me, the way that I view it. I don't claim it as like a label or like something that I'm like, I wouldn't make content being like, as someone, like I wouldn't publicize it. I wouldn't make titles out of it. I wouldn't. Like,
I'm going to make a clickbait title, autistic artist.
I'm not going to stolen valor it.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
But the way that I view it is the point of the label is it's an umbrella of symptoms. And then there's usually ways to help you, function in the world, like ways to think about things, and given the ADHD that I have, it's not a surprise that it's kind of comorbid with it. Yeah, so
I get it.
Smiles cutely.
I have ADD. That's the only thing that I ever was diagnosed with. and then that was deleted from medical history, and now it's just it's like a off-brand ADHD apparently. It's completely different, by the way. It's ADD is like attention deficit disorder, while ADHD is like I don't
it's
even
the
know.
hyperactivity aspect.
I don't even know what ADHD means.
Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It's the you know what's interesting, and I'm not gonna armchair diagnose you, but you might experience the hyperactivity element without it being a physical hyperactivity, because I think that's the issue that people have, is they associate the hyperactivity, not saying that you have it, but just saying that that's like a thing that people think like it's a physical manifestation of hyperactivity. But I have it, for me it's a lot of it's my mental processes, how like I jump around a lot. It's internal like anxious. It's like not anxiety. It's just this like there's a key in my back, and it's like constantly at like max tightness, and I'm constantly fighting against my body to just sit still. Oh,
mine's more like it would be more of a mental thing if the hyperactivity was existing.
Yeah.
It would be like hyperactive, like I need to do work, like I need to complete things, but that's also just the American rat race, so I wouldn't really associate that with like my ADD.
Does meditation work for you, like sitting quietly and try not to think of anything?
No, I have to have white noise on the background.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, okay, this is chat, close your ears. I'll try to make this in the most kayfabe friendly way in the world. But before the stream started, I got the classic streamer needs to go polish their porcelain escapades. And because I knew that if I'm in there polishing my porcelain for too long, right, I'll need something to distract me. And my phone was dead. So I was running up and down the stairs trying to see if I could grab my charger. I grab my charger, I go to the bathroom, I plug it in, the wall socket doesn't work. Both sockets in the wall don't charge, they don't click in anymore, so those are just broken sockets. My phone is still dead, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. So I literally ran up, I grabbed a fucking laptop that I don't have room for, and then I put it on the counter so I could watch speed runs while I'm polishing my porcelain. That's how, like, I could not withstand the idea of being in the bathroom without having something to entertain me and just sitting in silence. I could not do it. I haven't done it in a long time. Even when I shower, I still like put something on in the background so there's just noise. I can't stand the silence. That's how bad it can get sometimes for me. Full ass laptop, by the way.
Armchair.
Yeah, go ahead. Do a little swivel too.
Yeah, well, I am, but Buff has that as well, but hers is from other spice, other CPTSD stuff. Talked about on the podcast, which is why I'm saying it publicly. I'm not just outing her fucking medical records. But
well, you are a
I guess it goes back to
too.
the yes, totally.
I love the way you say yes. It's so stupid. Yes.
Yes.
You
What?
say-
What
it's
the fuck?
Stupid in a loving way. Stupid in a loving way.
Yes.
The way you say it is so like don't mess with the Zohan or whatever. It's just so silly. Like, yes, it's so silly.
It's disarming compared to my normal way of speaking. I understand.
Yeah.
I think the thing for me again is that I look at the things that I experience in my day-to-day life, and then I look at resources that are meant to assist people that have similar symptoms, and then that helps me in life in general. My biggest thing was when I had a friend that I don't talk to anymore really, who told me that I had depression, so I had to go to a therapist because she made me, and I didn't have depression. I was just understimulated. It was complicated.
Man,
but
I want to go to a therapist.
Dude, Australia, very good in the sense that you go to a general practitioner and you say you need a mental health plan, you get 10 free sessions a year. Government
I don't have
subsidized.
health insurance.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the free healthcare thing. That's why Australia is good. So I'm glad I'm leaving to go to America.
What the fuck is free healthcare?
Oh, I don't know. You just go. You go to the doctor. I went to the emergency room. Didn't pay anything. Go to the doctor. I don't pay anything. It's great.
I thought the only thing that existed was urgent care. We have doctors. What's an emergency room?
What's an urgent care?
Australia is a weird backwards place, man. You guys are strange. The hell is going on down there? Yes.
Fine. That was for yays. Currently there was fires, but I'm safe.
Oh, okay, good. Happy for you.
It's the middle of summer. Did you know that our Halloween is in spring?
What? What the fuck? Oh,
Yes.
it's still the Halloween is the same time as us, but it's just springtime for you guys because seasons are different. You fucked me up for a second.
Summer.
I thought you were gonna say that you had Halloween in like June or something. No, it's still in October. You just guys your seasons are just different. Yeah, no,
Yep.
I mean everyone's got different seasons. Go ahead, pump.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by everybody has different seasons?
Well, every country
There's
has
two hemispheres.
No, but like.
Oh, you mean like local
local weather?
Area.
Yeah, they have a lot of different ones have unique seasons because like, are their seasons are they don't have like new seasons, but they have like they're in different spots.
Yeah, there's like technically 8 or 9 seasons in Melbourne, but if you generalize to the whatever is agreed upon 4-month one. My point is that we get pumpkin spice in the springtime, and then I have peppermint in the summer, and it's all backwards because all of the advertisements. This is my favorite thing to fucking rant about. If I ever got given like an hour, you know those things where it's like, what could you rant about for like an hour? This is mine. In the Christmas time, we have advertisements for like pine trees, snowmen in the middle of 100-degree weather. We have ugly sweaters in 100-degree weather. What the fuck is that?
You want to be a part of? No, it's a vibe thing. Like you suffer for the vibe. It's like people that suffer to look like fashionable.
No, it's just capitalism failing to adapt, and the fact that we're so globalized that our media is all American. Anyway, I'm excited to move to America. Doesn't matter. Irrelevant.
It's okay.
I'm in. I'll be good. I won't go crazy. I'll be good.
It's okay. We need more Australians. I love when your eyes go fucking crazy, dude. That's awesome.
It's really easy. It's just my eyes.
I always have like a resting bitch face because I think back when I was alive, my eyes would just not open all the way. Like I always have kind of half-lidded eyes. Basil calls them slut eyes, but I just Basil Wolf. Editor, every time I mention a VTuber, just put their fucking PNG on the screen, please, so I don't have to explain it. Basil Wolf calls them slut eyes because I just don't open my eyes all the way. And I think my tracking never really understands that. Like, if I take my glasses off, my eyes immediately start tracking a lot better. And I could, like, even wink with no issue. And then as soon as I put them back on, I try to wink and I look like I'm having a fucking stroke where I'm like, what? my eye is closed right now, but it looks like it's fully open for whatever reason.
I think that I have the benefit because Twin made this model.
So stupid. Okay. Go ahead. I like Twin.
I like Twin. Because Twin made this model, so she kind of made it with my energy, I guess. Where she just like added, like when I lean in, my head gets bigger. Wait.
That's not you manually did that. That was an input. That was not.
No.
You did not just stop. Your head is not. You're not. That I don't believe you.
I can do that.
You have like you put your hands up. Let me see both of your hands. Hands in the air. And then lean
on my
in.
Webcam.
I don't believe you. That's insane.
I can't put my hands up. That's my other model. No, she did it so that it's because people do that now, where it's like a toggle where it's like when you lean in the body, like people do that now.
You have a built-in like Airheads commercial, dude. What the fuck? That's insane.
I can also do this.
You're very pretty, Candy. You look great. Wow.
Thanks.
I'm just gonna. It's very nice to see.
Oh, I do have that
my god.
too.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's the toggle.
Jesus Christ. Chat, get down. She's going crazy,
yeah,
chat.
I used to have a toggle that turned me into Billy Butcher from The Boys.
That's so oddly
And
specific.
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. It was during my subathon. I just kept adding random stuff where I was like, I'll make myself like a live 2D bully butcher. I also had an what's his name? Eggman.
You had an Eggman
I was just
toggle?
recolor my model. Oh, wait, I got this one. I had a Joker one too.
Wait, that's kind of cute. I actually like that.
Color scheme.
These are nice. Yeah, no, that's your original model. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, the black pink split.
I kind of like how white you are. Like how like purple and white. It's like a night.
Okay.
It's similar.
What the fuck?
It's crazy sounding sentence. Crazy sounding sentence. I kind of like it because it gives you like this weird, like almost medically clean vibe. Like it fits the doctor kind of esque vibe that you have. Like I feel like you're about to put on a glove and be like, it's time for your checkup.
Yeah, I shouldn't do those anymore. Kind of the gloves and the malpractice. But yes, I don't know. It's such a struggle because I very much like that streetwear. Because I have like casual outfits and stuff, which are more edgy, punky, which is kind of what my previous outfit was. But then I just wanted to be a scientist. I basically told Twin I wanted to be Milf Rick Sanchez.
I'm laughing at
And
the
that was, like,
comments
the
in the chat
design
after calling you a doctor.
Oh. Yeah. That's,
That's so stupid.
I don't know what I'm good. If I could do that mouth pop noise reliably, I would. I don't know. I lost the ability to do it.
I just put lip balm on, so it's kind of hard for me to do it. But if I wipe it off, I can do it. Wait. I do it normally when I take my head off. It's time for the prostate exam, apparently.
I just like VTubing. It's fun to just do silly shit.
It is. I think it's a fun way of like experiencing art because I think VTubing is definitely an art form. Obviously it sounds avant-garde and you could just do VTubing like Nags does streaming where you just hit the start stream button. You're like, I'm playing a video game today and here's what I look like. This is my VTuber model. But I like that some, I mean, I like that too, but I also like it when people treat it like an art form where they're just exploring either their selves or their own art or their OCs and they're just kind of like putting it into putting like pen to paper, it's cool. Like I use VTubing as a way to explore creativity because I try to do different things and I try to like expand a lore of an OC that I made a long time ago, aka the doll. And I think that's a really cool way of doing it personally for me because it's my way of one being able to hang out with people by playing games, but also on the artistic side of things, it lets me like expand a story that most people in the world wouldn't give a shit about if I wasn't a VTuber. Like if I just made an OC that was a doll and I was an artist on Twitter, I think it would get less care, like less people would give a shit about it than me being a VTuber shoving my personality into the thing and then showing lore via that. Like this is how I do OC lore without having to learn how to do really good art and then hope that the algorithm serves it up on a platter to people that like OC stuff.
Yeah, it's also more it's a lot of initial work and setup, but then it's just as much as you can do with it creatively. That's like visual novel versus comic, I guess, is a comparison.
Yeah,
like you make one asset that you can do a lot with as opposed to doing a bunch of individual assets. I think you do that well, and Boo and Basil as well, I think, with Stinky Hollow.
Their backgrounds are beautiful, but Basil also overworks himself because he's an idiot. That's like every artist that does their own model or backgrounds or anything for stream. I'm not going to say that they're get smaller as I continue to talk about you two. It's like I'm not going to say that they fuck themselves over, but they truly are sometimes putting themselves in a control position that will inevitably lead themselves to like refusing to get anyone else to help them. Like Juniper is a great example. Just like cannot stand anyone doing anything for them if it means that that has to be shown on their stream. It always has to be something that they have made themselves. I'm sure a lot of people do that, but if there is ever a middle ground for people doing their own work but also hiring others, I think that'd be fantastic. And I think that would give you like the most healthy lifestyle in terms of work and like drawing or doing your own art balance. It's cool.
if you put a gun to my head and asked me to make a live 2D model, I would ask you to pull the trigger.
I know so many
I don't
people
wanna
that
do
hate.
it.
They hate it. I gave somebody trauma. I swear to God, I gave an artist trauma. I had an artist do my monster model, which has not come out yet. And they at the end of it, they were like, "I'm never working with a VTuber ever again. Like, I am not working with a VTuber. I'm not making a VTuber model ever again." And I swear to God, it was not me. They still check in with me sometimes at the progress, but they were like, "I'm never ever taking a VTuber commission. This shit was crazy. Why do I have to make so many layers? I hate my life. Never speak to me ever again." That's why from the very beginning, I was like, I was not confident enough in my art skills to be able to make my own VTuber model. I just did the design stuff, which made me a lot happier because I was able to just be like the director when making all of my branding. And two, I don't feel the compulsive need when staring at my model that I need to change every little thing because I fucked up one piece of art, which I would hate. Like, I would be making new models all the time because I would not be able to withstand looking at myself. I would be too judgmental.
I've tried rigging and I tried doing model art, and it's just not. It just. I don't much like it. I don't get the cathartic release of satisfaction from seeing it done. It's just miserable the whole time, and I'm not going to be happy with it. So I just don't think there's any point in me trying to do it. Not in a. I think it's good to know what is important to have your touch. Yeah.
Oh, that.
Like what well, that's, I guess, like, I'm talking from like, this is what because I gave this speech to like Buff back when because Buff used to try to draw her own live 2Ds, and I've done that with, like, talked to other friends about
Buff
it. Where
made
I'm like,
Shia and Buff's original live 2D model, the dogs. Before they were people.
Because it's just it's just about knowing where it's most important for you to have your input and what things you can outsource and reliably have others help you with. Not that you have to do that, but just spare yourself like a little bit of stress, I guess. And then also, I don't know, it just feels like so much. It just feels too much. I don't want to do it.
That being said, I do think all artists should at least try to make a VTuber model once. Just because I think that would be the ultimate way of promoting your commissions and showing off your art style and your OCs. It is such a good way of showing off OCs.
But okay, this is a good point though. Anything that you make, only make it and do commissions of it if you actually want to do it. Like, don't be like, don't be like, oh, I should give it's the same thing with portfolios, right? Like, you shouldn't be like, I'm going to do backgrounds and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. Like, it's good to obviously improve your skills, but don't make stuff and be like, I'm happy. Like, only offer commissions and only put yourself out there in the ways that you want to be hired, I guess.
I mean, they don't have to, they don't have to rig it or anything. They can just like draw what it looks like.
If you want to draw live 2D models, then yes. If you don't, then don't fucking feel pressure to do it, I guess. That's my thought. Because for example, I used to do commissions for forever ago. I did like a D&D commission with a bunch of armor, and then after that I kept getting commissions for that and I fucking hated it. So I guess like just know,
you know, I don't do live 2D models, but if you want a regular commission, if you want an illustration,
then just know what you're offering, I guess. I don't know, I just am speaking from a place of fear. I just don't want to
call me a fraud, but idea. Make an example live 2D model, and then when they come in, you'll say, oh, sorry, my commission for live 2D models are closed, but I have a sale. It's not a real sale. I have 25% off illustrations right now if you want that instead, and I can draw your character, and that'll look really good. And then it's actually secretly the same price you have, but you just lied, like how Black Friday sales are, where they lie about the actual sale. They're like, oh, it's 50% off, but it's actually the original price.
Yes.
Commit fraud. Sorry, American advertising committing fraud. My bad. Sorry, happens a lot. But you should do it.
Who's this? Who's you? Chat? You mean chat, right?
Whoever's watching.
Excellent.
I'm talking to the fourth person pronoun of an audience that doesn't exist.
At our meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Looking at you.
I was like, I was like getting scared. I was like, I don't know
Wait.
if I don't know if I have it in me, Joel. I don't know if I could do
Wait,
commissions.
get
I
bigger
don't know.
on the
You're hyping
screen.
me up.
What if, like, in the middle of one of our conversations, we're like, yeah, what about you? What did you do today? And then we both turn to stare at the audience. Like it's a meta-defining moment where they freak out. Yeah, so welcome to the 3rd annual meeting of the Undead Possessed But Not Possessed Meeting Club. Candy brought the brownies and I am officiating. What did you do today?
I turned slowly.
That's kind of freaky, dude.
Blue-eyed stare.
You you do kind of like the fucked up stare where if, like you're staring into somebody's soul, like you're looking through them. You know what the vibes are with, I think, this specific model, Candy, this design?
We're looking for a 3rd. Oh, yes. Sorry. Go on. Go on.
Was that a fucking swingers joke? What was
Yes, it was. Dude.
We're looking for a 3rd and we're staring at you, audience member.
Come in.
Any unicorns in the chat? There is a character in Fate that actually every time I see them I think of you, and I don't remember what their name is. I don't know if it was Nightingale. It was a doctor character, and every time I see art of them I just like recall this design of you, and I'm like, this is just Candy. Like the character just reminds me of AiCandii. Let me see if I can find them. I don't know if you know this character.
Is there a lady named Medusa? Is that her name?
No, it's not a snake. It's a doctor character. Here we go. This character. This character reminds me of you all the time every time I see them. Here is the picture.
I feel like I'll know them.
You might. I'm going to put up on the screen.
If it's the chick I'm thinking of, there was a period of time where she was getting so much fan art and everyone's like, wow, Candy's getting a lot of fan art. And I was like, that is not me.
This character.
Oh, no, that's not the lady I was thinking of.
Who's the lady that you were thinking of? This character's a doctor, and every time I see fan art of them, I think of you. Oh, here we go. I found a black and white picture this is the.
Oh, yeah. The black and white version.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, well. Yeah, that's how I want to be. I want to be like the tired, sick of your shit character. That's my vibe.
I see that. This is the one that I was thinking of. It's not okay. Some of you might not see the resemblance, but how I see it is when I see them, it's like they're like in a doctor position and they're like just tired, and I think of Candy's character because I look at this character design and that's what I think of immediately, like tired doctor. I mean, I made the joke earlier about the prostate exam. That it's 100% that.
I found the person I was thinking of.
Oh, what character were you
Mrs.
thinking
Snake. Mrs. Snake from Fate.
Oh,
that's just
Fate,
you know what I mean?
That doesn't. They don't even look like a snake. What?
That's like that.
Here.
You know, like.
I'm showing them on screen. Hold on. I see the resemblance though. I mean, like character design wise, I see it. I don't know if the personality is the same though.
I don't know if the personality's like milfy, I guess. But people would do fan art and then they put her in different outfits, and I'm like, except for eye color, it like the vibe with which she carries herself. It's like, because I get people replying and being like, Candy, and I'm like, that's not me, man.
Dude, Fate bust size is fucking insane. Jesus Christ. That is bigger than their head. I get that too. I mean, we all have characters that we get compared to all the time. Like I get compared to the Bloodborne doll and Shaltir.
I think mine are bigger than my head. Not as a brag, as a back pain issue.
Same. Except I don't have they're my pectoral muscles. Just really strong.
Yeah.
Just really do a lot of lifts. Do a lot of lifts, clearly. I get I will still get people on Twitter tagging me where they will like comment under a clearly Bloodborne fan art post And then they'll be like, man, I thought this was Joel PorcelainMaid. And I was like, guys, stop. It looks very different. They don't even have the crack in my face, okay? Dude, it's not even the same thing. Like, my mods will do it too. They'll see like a Shaltier model or a figure, and they'll be like, dude, I thought this was you for a second. I was like, how would you think it was me? You guys would know beforehand if I was getting a fucking figurine to sell, motherfucker. It's insane.
It's on the one hand I get it, on the other hand I don't. Like, I personally have never confused you and Shaltier, but I get how fake fans would.
Fake fans. I call them casuals. I have a lot of casual fan bases from like YouTube stuff. Like a lot of people on YouTube will not know deep lore about me because they don't watch the streams and they watch edited videos or VODs. Well, VOD watchers, I would give them a little bit more credit than like the YouTube short watchers or stuff, or people that watch me only from collabs. Dude, I don't know how to. I am a little bitch baby, and sometimes I will get a comment when I'm in a collab with somebody and I'll have their chat open. I remember this specifically, this specific one. I had one when I was in a Zen collab and I saw somebody in the chat say, man, this Joel guy is really funny. I would watch his stream more if his chat wasn't so spammy. And it is like, I do not, my chat is like the most like brain rotted chat in the world. They are literally all having conversations with each other versus like a chat where they all spam emotes and they don't actually ever speak. And I was like, I know that I really want to respond to this, but it would look so weird if in the middle of a collab I stopped everything that I was doing to respond to this one comment from somebody else's chat about my chat who are not here in this collab. They are not present because I am not streaming. And I just had to hold it in. I had to hold it in and withstand it. But I was like, God motherfucking damn it, dude.
I don't do that. As in, like, I don't hold it in. If I see someone say some dumb shit in chat, I'll just be like, hey guys, excuse me, and then I'll just like call it out. But it depends, again, contextually. But it's probably because they wrote a message in your chat one time and you didn't like read it out or laugh hard enough or react, and they were like, Joel doesn't read chat.
Either that or they came in from a raid, and then the raid was spamming.
Because I don't, there's two things I don't like. I don't like, actually probably come up with more if I really tried, but I'll keep it to two. I don't like when people are like, hey, I'm gonna leave your stream now because I'm gonna go watch this other person instead.
Classic
that
pet
used to
peeve.
really
Nobody
upset
likes
me.
that.
But, and then the other thing is, in someone else's unrelated chat, now I don't really care so much. Now I'm like, whatever. But I don't like people doing it still. I try to advise against it because I think it's bad etiquette for smaller streamers, or people, I say smaller, like as in smaller, younger, newer, people that haven't become jaded and terribly sad.
Yep.
Sorry. Other one. People going into other chats and complaining, being like, I don't like this chat because they do this. Girl, shut up. I don't want to hear it. Like,
I don't care.
Like it feels like you're coming here to bitch. Like you're coming here to bitch. Like someone will be like, I like, or I don't like when people are like, I like hanging out in your chat because it's not like Rose's chat. Rose's chat, like, don't compliment me by tearing somebody else down. That also I don't like.
Oh, I get people coming in talking about other people all the time. I will say it specifically. It is always a Kenji or Phillian fan that'll be like, dude, they're doing this thing. You got to check it out. I'm like, relax, okay? It's fine.
Yeah.
You don't need to say this to me all the time.
Yeah. I definitely, yeah. It's hard.
If you have a younger audience, I can see them doing it all the time. People will come in and they'll be like, this other person's doing this one thing. You got to go check it out. It's crazy. You're friends with them, right? You should go look at this. You should stop whatever you're doing to go do this. Paul revering. That's an interesting way of saying it.
Oh my God. So American. I feel like the way I am is a litmus test. You have to be at least 30 to watch my streams. I think if you're under 30, you're not going to enjoy them. I think if
that's a good thing.
You got to be, you know, I just, cause I'm very, I don't really hype. I don't hype beast. I don't get really loud. I'm usually talking a pretty flat, not flat tone, but I'm usually pretty one note. And then occasionally I'll like amp up if I'm like mad or if I'm yelling at chat. or get condescending if they're annoying me.
I used to get called
it's usually
loud
pretty
all the
bad.
time too. I remember that. I used to get called loud in everything. And it's like,
Oh.
I don't know why. I think people, when I was in collabs, I think people would not like adjust my audio. So they'd have me at like 200%. And then like nobody in chat would ever say anything about it. So because I assumed they just thought I was being loud. And it's insane. When you look back at old VODs compared to now, you were loud. That's fair. I used to watch old videos of mine, and I do think I was a little bit louder. I think I was trying too hard to like set a mood. And I was like, I also was wearing headphones and I didn't have audio feedback. Now I have feedback loop on, so I can hear it myself all the time. But before, I would turn feedback loop off so I wouldn't be able to hear myself. And I just turned it off, and now I feel like death. I feel like deathly silent. This feels wrong. I don't like this anymore. I gotta turn it back on.
I wonder if this is gonna be a real lead-in, but I wonder if it's like reverse sexism in the sense that you know when like there's like when they do assessments of like a meeting, and if there's a group of people and there's like it's like 60% men, 30% women, or 40% women, whatever, it's like a uneven split, but there's less women, more men, and they talk an equal amount. After the meeting, they'll be like, the women talked the most in the meeting, even though technically, or even if the men talk more, they'll be like, oh, it's, I think just because like maybe if there's like 5 girls in a collab or 4 girls in a collab and there's you, it's like you were the loudest male presenting voice or bass like the most bass boosted voice. So to them, they're like, that's like proportionally you were the most of that. So like, you know what I mean?
I will say most of the time the people that complained were like horrible. Like I would check their profiles on Twitter or whatever, and they'd be like the most like scum people in the world. So it never bothered me too much. I don't think I've ever had a complaint from somebody that seemed super normal. And when they did, it would always be something that I would adjust immediately. So it'd be fine. But the ones that were like awful were the ones that stuck out more, obviously.
Yeah.
But it could be that. I don't know. I don't want to like say it's because I'm a guy. I mean, sometimes whenever I get somebody that doesn't like me, normally 9 times out of 10, one of the reasons why is because of just being a guy VTuber, or having a female model, or being loud. And those were like normally the things that people would say. Sometimes people will take, dude, it's so weird the things that people would take offense to as a streamer. It'd be like, Joel said he's Ace, a horrible person. He's a terrible person. But that's also just like that's some kind of phobia thing. That's when somebody's just being like bigoted or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess like I don't mean to say that it's that I guess you could be loud. That's okay. As in like you're allowed to
I've been given permission.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's better to be loud and annoying than quiet and sad. Anytime I'm ever loud now, if somebody complains, I'll just reply to them with "AiCandii gave me permission." You have to take it up with AiCandii. You have to take it up with AiCandii if you're mad at me. You have to. AiCandii said I have permission to be loud. I'm allowed to do what I want. Yeah, be yourself. Be your best self.
Thanks, AiCandii. I appreciate it. I have permission now.
Yeah. I spent too much of my life making myself smaller to make other people feel okay. Fuck them.
Yeah, I agree with you. Speaking of which, can I actually get a comparison? I want to, because earlier you did the full body, and you were like, you had the longest legs in the world. I want to see what our models look like next to each other, like how tall. Jesus Christ.
If I make head size the same.
Let me, hold on. I think this is pretty similar. I don't, if I'm a painterly art style, so like my head should be smaller than yours, I think.
Yeah.
How tall are you supposed to be?
6 feet.
I think this is pretty fitting. I think I actually made the character look pretty tall.
Yeah.
You are like mostly legs. I'm like 6'5" because of the shoes and the bonnet, because that's just like so much more inches. Like the bonnet is like honestly like 2 to 3 inches high, and then the shoes are like 2 inches.
That much works out.
This is cool. If I had to take the shoes off and then the bonnet off, right? And then I did this.
Oh.
Then it'd be like, this is 6'1". And I think that's pretty fitting. Sort of fitting.
Yeah.
That's cool. I love seeing that. I know. I hate. Hold on. I gotta put this back on. I don't want to be bald.
Yeah, I think I'm like, it's like 5'10" or something like that. Is like, but then 6'1" or something like that.
You're also wearing like crazy heels, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's like a stiletto. Fuck. You're gonna kill somebody, dude.
Yeah. A little gloss back to them, like, well, not gloss, but like plastic, like you can see it. And then there's my little jail bracelet on my ankle.
This is such a cool design. I really like this design. I don't want to say I prefer a design over anything else, but this is like, I really like this design a lot. When you unveiled this, I was like, Jesus Christ, Candy, holy fuck.
Thanks. I think Twin really popped up. I just like, I always want to have the really big, cool, elaborate, like, lots of detail type Genshin-esque VTuber designs, but then I just am such a...
You're definitely better than Genshin. Come on now. You actually have clothing that makes more sense.
Like, yeah, well, I don't know. I always see those ones that have like the really crazy, like, there's like just like straps and like little fucking tassels and all little bits and pieces, but then I just like look at it. I don't know. I feel like I just lean more like TV animation mindset where I'm like, I want to be easy to draw. And
you thought of Genshin when you thought of easy to draw?
No. The opposite.
Okay,
That's why I'm like this instead. Because I think it's, yeah. Like the wolf inside me that wants to be super elaborate.
I can hear the cries of people that try to cosplay or draw Genshin Impact. To be fair, I'm not very artist friendly, and yet I get people that draw this all the time. Like, I literally am all ruffles.
Yeah, people cosplay you too.
That's true. I'm not artist friendly. I think people see me as a challenge, honestly.
Okay, that's
I'm a mountain to climb when somebody wants to draw something.
I need to start a book that's just like little quotes that Joel says. I really like that you're so white. I'm a mountain for people to climb. Let's get a size comparison. It's crazy.
They all are in context. They are all in context, and none of them are weird. Everything I've ever said that sounds weird out of context has always had context, and it's not weird. I've been slandered enough with out of context things, okay? It is normal. I never said anything bad.
Repeating things that you said, not really slander, just sort of saying what you said.
No, look, if I say I hate, what if I'm playing Mario Party with somebody and they get a star and I say, I hate you. I hope you fucking get horrible things done to you. And then somebody takes that out of context and they're like, dude, Joel, holy fuck, dude, relax. You can't say that to somebody. But when then you put it in the context of losing in Mario Party to some bullshit, then I feel like most people would understand what I'm saying.
Unless it's a murder trial, and they'd use it. That would still be evidence. They would use that.
No. I don't think. I don't think saying something in the heat of a moment of Mario would confuse. I don't. Hold on. This is like the parrot being used in that fucking Ace Attorney case. Okay, this is not. You can't put that in there. That's not fair. This is really silly.
You can't put that in there. That's not fair. It's not a good quote.
Okay, come on. That one, you just did. That's not fair. That's also just not as. That's fucked up. And now I have to watch what I'm saying. Now I'm gonna stutter a lot more. No, I can't say things.
Just make it like a. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you'll get back to it.
Chad made fun of me for saying a lot. I sometimes say a lot of sexual innuendos, and it's not on purpose. And now I can't. Like now every time I say something and somebody does it, I just get pissed off. And I'm like, no, I didn't mean that. It's not what I meant. It's not the same thing.
I understand. It's kind of funny because VTubing in general just inherently has a lot of adult humor and content. I tend to lean the like, I don't know, I struggle with it a little bit because I feel like I had this conversation with chat because I don't do flirt. Like people joke flirt, I don't do that. I can't. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just struggle. Like if someone's like I'm gonna like I can't even do it as an example. Like Buff and Rose will be like, let's like make out, like we'll like fuck later or whatever, and I'm just like,
okay,
what the
but
fuck's
Buff
happening
is
over
like
there?
the
You know what I mean?
deepest end of that kind of thing. Like Buff
Yeah.
literally is like the like. Let's say there's a spectrum of people doing like fake flirting or whatever. Buff is at the deepest end of the spectrum where Buff will just be like, dude, we're fucking later, dude. I am balls deep inside of you. Like Buff is the type of person to say shit like that.
See,
and that's insane.
I can't say that. I feel like I can't. I like.
But that's like that is the deep end of the spectrum that you're talking about, dude. Other people will do like, they'll be like, haha, twirls hair. Do you like me? Like stuff like that. That's another end of the spectrum.
Yeah,
That's like the light end of the spectrum.
Yeah, this is sort of where we come back to that autism conversation from before. I think that I just don't know
Too
how
literal.
I feel like I just don't tonally, like, okay, socialization and conversations and making jokes and all of that is stuff that I've studied, and I get that.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff, I don't know. It just doesn't click. That module
fine.
didn't download into my brain. Because there's no way that I can say, I lack the like script for it, I guess. I don't know. Like even you saying like I'm balls deep in you, I'm like, that's fucking bars deep. Like write that down. like I can't, that's because when I like make jokes like that, I'm just like, I'm gonna fuck you, and it's like it doesn't that's not hitting like you're really aggressive, kid. That's not, see, like I just doesn't.
That's so fun. Like, that's funnier though. That's like,
yeah.
It's so blunt that it's fun. Because imagine somebody in a collab, instead of doing like the flirty, like, haha, you're so cute right now, they're just like, I'm gonna fuck you. Like, that's crazy. But it's also like it is so like out of left field that it's actually kind of fucking funny. Like, it's so insane. Flirting versus the sexual harassment lawsuit.
Yeah, literally I'm gonna have sexual intercourse with you. That's pretty much that. Yeah, that feels what I would say. That's what I would say, and that's not Riz.
But if you said that, it would be kind of fucking Riz and funny, because then it's like so stoic. I've gotten better at it. I used to be horrible at it. I did not know how to like fake flirt with people, and then as I started VTubing more, I think more and more people were doing this like wife thing where they would call each other wife. So I kind of learned how to do it, to the point where me and my other friend Noro call each other whores at this point in time. But I still tend to lean towards the stoic part of things, where if somebody does any kind of flirting, most of the time it's just outright rejection from me. And like, that's kind of how I prefer it. Like, I like doing the outright rejection instead of being a part of the flirting. And I think that still can be a part of it, because then that's a new dynamic of flirting, where somebody is chasing you while also like denying it, but not like being rude about it. I think that works. I mean, you could just do that instead.
I either get flustered, or it's like one of my wives, like an Ari or Haruka or Mouse or Rose, like that those people that I'm really close with, and then I'm just like, the way this is how I pitch myself and describe myself. I'm like Mr. Darcy. I'm like that weird, uncomfortable British guy that's kind of a dick, and then I'm like, I'm in love with you, and I will give you estates, and I will take you on beautiful moonlight walks, and we're gonna have a fantastic time. And you're like, well, let's fuck, and I'm like, I'm scared. Women. like that's not intentionally, but that's kind of where that's where I fall. I
feel
I'm
the
always
same way with
surprised
that.
when women want me.
When you
It's
said
just
that,
scary.
like, I was like, wait, that's me.
Yeah.
Except I'm just like I'm able to. So I'm able to participate in things that are flirting. It's just really awkward for me. But I think the mindset there is like the same as how I feel normally. That's cool.
Yeah, I just feel like I feel like I'm more suited to dramatic confessions of love and like acts of service than I am being like, I'm gonna fuck your pussy till you come. Like, I'm good, thank you. That doesn't really come out of me naturally, you know?
I don't think any that would come at anyone naturally.
See what I mean? But see, if Buff said that, it would work, but it doesn't work for me. That's what I'm saying. This is all back to it. I feel like I'm a doctor giving you bad news.
Oh my god.
Gonna crack the spackle? What the hell is that?
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Cracking the spackle sounds like something somebody would say to me, and I would file for sexual harassment against that. That's insane.
Yeah,
Holy
see,
fuck.
that's yeah. I definitely play like just to act more serious. I like being the straight man. I like being the serious, like more like straight-laced part of the equation, which I think is necessary.
I think we're similar in that. Maybe that's another that adds to the list that we were making earlier of similarities between us.
Yes.
We also have the
my
same
hands
colors
together.
still. We're purple.
Yeah.
You're more purple than I am.
Yeah.
I'm more maroon.
You're like the warm side of purple. I'm the cool side, but not cool like. Definitely not cool.
Well, I think you're pretty cool, actually. Here,
Thank you.
I'm ruining your vision. Hold on. I'm making you a bad influence. Hold on. Fuck, wait. I can't get the cigarette out of my mouth. Yeah, no, hold on. I have to take it. I can't take it out of my mouth. It's like stuck in there. Wait. There you go.
I got. Oh.
Don't
Hell
eat
yeah.
it. Candy, no. Candy, no. You're not supposed to suck in. Candy, no. You're supposed.
Wait.
No, you don't suck in the gas, Candy. No. Oh God, she can't hear us. It's on your face. I put it on your face.
No, not that. Not that. Not that.
Oh.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It looks like you're biting it. Jesus.
You see my eyes? Are my eyes doing it? Yeah.
No, Candy, holding it in doesn't do anything. No, Candy. The eyes. Oh shit.
They buffed me these a while ago. They're pretty good.
Oh my God. Holy shit. You look so fucked up, dude. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Do I still have that hat?
Look, now we both have one. Chat.
Hell yeah.
This is your new dad, everyone. His name is Delgado.
Delgado?
Yeah.
Is that...
I don't know. He swept me off at my feet, and we're now going to go and hold in the smoke and hope that it gives us the high that we've been looking for ever since both of our previous divorces. I'm gonna drop you off at your bitch of a mother's house. I'll see you guys later.
Don't forget your fucking homework this time. I'm not taking you to get it again.
I was also thinking of Hostile Gato. That's true. I was thinking of Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. That's fair. I didn't want to bring it up, but I was thinking of that. Dude, you look insane. I'm taking that cigarette away from you. I'm taking that cigarette away from you. I feel like it changed you. No, why can't I get it off your face?
That's what happens. When I was... Wait.
I can't get rid of it. How do I take the cigarette off of you? No, it's like stuck on you now. Candy, you're getting worse. Candy, you're getting worse. I don't know what's happening to you.
This is you remember how I mentioned that Billy Butcher cosplay? This is the start of it. There's an outfit too somewhere.
Please I miss please go back. I miss looking at your aesthetically pleasing design. How do I get rid of... Oh, there we go. Take item.
It was the beard.
There we go. I got it. It's gone now.
Oh. I almost stole it.
Fucking put your beard on my chest, dude. Jesus Christ.
Oh, what'd you... Oh, sorry.
Come on, man. It's like fucking not cleaning up in the shower afterwards, and there's just a fucking bunch of hair there. Jesus Christ.
That's true.
So what happens when you give somebody a gateway drug?
I'll be a better man. That's why I got divorced a couple of times. I'll be better.
I want everyone to know that every time I get slandered with fake divorce, because I've been getting this divorce thing for a year now, maybe 2 years, right? Where I'm getting called a divorce dad. To the point lately where people draw fan art of what they think my ex-wife would be. They're writing fan fiction and drawing fan art of what their idea of my ex-wife would look like. And now that they've gone full circle where they've made the ex-wives all the ex-wife fan art, which are basically their own OCs, and then they're making them gay for each other, which is pissing me the fuck off to no ends, mind you. And I want to say that if I ever got divorced, it would not be my own fate. They would divorce me because of some arbitrary bullshit or their fault. So it's not my fault. It's them. I'm not the problem.
Well, they realized, well.
What do you mean, well?
I was going to say they realized they were gay, but like, because they all got together after they divorced you. But I mean, then that wouldn't be a reason to leave. I mean.
I wouldn't fumble. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't fumble the bag like that. That's their fault. They're the ones who fumbled me.
Complicated.
Yeah. If I was divorced,
oh no,
which
I
I'm
fumbled
not.
all my wives.
Okay, yeah. Candy's the fumbler. I don't fumble.
Yeah.
Candy fumbled. Yeah. I never did. I would never fumble. I wouldn't fuck up the bag like that. I am the bag that they fumbled. Yeah. Solidarity. Yeah. Great. Fucking handshakes. Daps up.
Yeah. That's the one thing we're not similar in.
Can somebody
never fumble? I always fumble.
Can somebody draw me and Candy doing the fucking Armstrong meme from Fullmetal Alchemist where we're both like strong arming like each other? We're grabbing each other's hand like, fuck yeah, brothers in arms.
Like vague, like kind of Monster Girl adjacent, honestly.
Yeah.
I gotta get my lore together. I gotta make a visual novel at some point. People have been asking for it since I debuted.
You don't have to. You should do things that you like. You know what? Actually, I think you should do if you want to do art stream occasionally to like get back into it. I did something recently, and I think I give you full permission to do if you're ever interested in it. I did one where I took clothing that I wear back when I was alive or back in real life or whatever, and I drew it on my VTuber. I think that'd be interesting for you to do, where you take clothing that you wear occasionally or any fashion or fits that you really like, and then you draw them on top of yourself.
That's a good idea.
IRL outfit swap is what I call it.
Yeah, I feel like this is like, dude, okay, because I'm in this perpetual state of moving to America, I like don't have any really nice clothing. I mean,
if you had before ones, you know, you don't have to do it right now.
Oh God.
But you can think of any fits that you've had in history.
I just got that one really cool jacket that I like with the patches on it.
Okay.
That's like my go-to jacket. But yeah, I think if I was to do a visual novel, I pretty much would just, it's the same thing with the live 2D model. I think I just pay someone to do sprites. I'm not drawing that myself.
I think that's a lot of work for you to do, and I think it's fair for you to be able to do that.
I just like, there's something really nice about seeing other people draw your OC as well. I feel like it's, especially with anime style stuff, because I just cannot, it's just not a style that I can draw. I've tried so many times. I just cannot. So
yeah, you have a more, it's you don't have like an anime art style. It's a more like, I don't want to say traditional, but like,
yeah.
Would cartoon fit? I don't think so. I don't know if cartoon would fit your description. It's like a webcomic art style. Does that work?
Somebody once said that my art style looks like a Disney show that hasn't been made yet, and I think that that's like valid. But I also usually am more painterly as well. Like I'm putting pictures into the Discord. Not that you have to like load them, but just.
I was literally already like trying to get on your Twitter to see if I could find any.
I do, like, I will send just like a hodgepodge, but like I truly. It's not even a joke. Every time I draw something, like every time I draw, it's like a different art style. Like it's not, there's a kind of a through thread on how I shade, but it's like different every time.
Oh my God, you're right. It is different every time. I don't think that's a bad thing though. I think it's kind of like, it's cool because that means you get to participate in a bunch of different art styles.
Yeah, I did like a fake screenshot series for like this total drama-esque style where I wanted to do like a slice of life TV showy type. Like it looks like a TV show, but it's just like a visual novel. I want to do something like that. And then I also have my stationary characters, which is like a different thing.
Let me pull it up on the TV and we can I can show it off. Is there any one here that you really want to? I like this one that you drew of yourself. That's cute.
Yeah, just whichever one you. Yeah, the portrait. Yeah, that was like, I don't even remember why I drew that. It just did. Those are my stationary characters.
Dude, this is so like Canadian, old school Canadian animation. Because the two that you posted remind me so much of like 16, and I fucking loved 16.
Yeah, I just wanted to make something that was kind of a mix of Daria and Total Drama, where it's, well, not the as in the art style of Total Drama, but with like the storytelling of Daria, where it's like slice of life, people work in retail, hate job, growing up type feel. Like if I was to run like be a showrunner.
That's
like that
cute,
kind of stuff.
man. That's cute. Here, I'll put it up on the screen. Feel free to come over here. I'm going to bring down the TV, and I don't want it to hit you in the head when it comes down. This thing comes down fucking fast, dude. Jesus Christ.
I don't know how big
Candy, no! Holy fuck, dude. Oh my God.
My dad?
You're like bleeding in the back of the head. That thing fucking nailed you. Oh God, dude. Holy fuck.
My dad used to call me Pumpkinhead because I used to hit my head a lot, and he thought I would be dead, but I was okay. It's not even a joke. They'd be like, "You sounded like you died, but you're actually okay."
That's kind of cute.
Now I'm a VTuber. Yeah.
I like the nicknames parents will give to their kids. I think it's cute. My mom was kind of plain. She just called me Babe all the time. And I grew up thinking Babe was like normal to call people, so I would call people Babe occasionally, and I had to stop because it was like weird.
But I also said that you had to stop. I did that that Ava piece, the one with the green hair. I did that, like, that was, I got Procreate, so I did that recently.
I fucking love Procreate. I just stopped because it like, that's a sexual harassment waiting. Somebody's gonna call me a sexual harasser for calling people Babe, especially in a job where almost everyone I know is a woman.
I thought you meant you had to stop saying Procreate because it's sexual harassment, and I was like, that's kind of funny.
No, that is funny though. I like these a lot. I think this range is good, dude. I do kind of see a through with the way you line, though. I like your line art is pretty similar until we get to here where it's like actual painting. This one's completely different. But for the most part, I see the lines kind of similar in a lot of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you change the anatomy a lot. That's so cool. That's so interesting.
I think it's my aphantasia. I don't know. I don't have a concept of like what things should look like. So I just draw, and then I put stuff down, and then I change it till like I don't see stuff in my head of what to draw. I just put stuff on the page, and then I move it around till it looks right.
I think that's more impressive to me because then I don't want to say that makes you more creative. I feel like the limitation kind of makes you more creative with what you do.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of why I don't have a consistency though, because that's doing webtoon is insane, because like every panel they look different, because I'm just like, I don't know, does it
This is so clean. This actually looks like animation. This looks like an animation screen cap. This is really nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do, that's my problem though. I constantly am like, man, I gotta do more of that, and then I just keep doing that with lots of projects. But
no, I mean, I still like all of these. These are all great.
Thanks. The redhead chick and the blackhead guy is the characters from the novel that I wrote in November that I'm gonna be working on this year to publish.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I hope you're excited for that.
Yeah, I entered into a contest, so I'm kind of like, I've put it out of my mind until it's done. Well, it's not like I just can't touch it until it's until I hear.
Hey.
It's like a $5,000 prize if you're first place, and then 1,000 if you're second or something. I don't know. It's not really about the money. I just wanted to write a novel, and I had this idea forever ago, and that's like I finally just like wrote it, and then I want to get into the next one. I just want to do the next thing. So
I believe in you. I think you'll do well. I actually would love to see the writing when it comes out, when you do put it out there, unless it's already there and it's readable, and the contest for it or the competition for it is just really late.
It doesn't get announced till the end of January, but it's also kind of the holiday period, and they have like I also don't know if they're gonna reach out or not. Like I don't really care too much, because I'm gonna publish it either way. I'm gonna just indie publish it, and then but part of the contest is they introduce you to a literary agent. So I'm just kind of curious to see if like how far I'd get with it. You
know, I had the same thought process with like voice acting, and it's not like I did voice acting or anything, but I was practicing a little bit with I did the abridged series that we both were in recently. You were
yeah, I was one of the vampire brides.
Yeah, I was Shaltir Bloodfallen and Overlord Abridged, and AiCandii was one of the vampire brides that worked with me, and that was really cool. I think we both did pretty well for our, I don't know if it was your first one, but it was my first like actual like voice acting project properly.
It was my first one. Another way we're similar.
Wow. Yippee. We were both vampires. We were both vampires in a project. And it was our first time. Well, both. Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right, get up. Get up.
Okay, sorry.
Up we go, up we go, up we go.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Okay, this is like such a random side thought. Maybe you'll relate, but I have this issue with chat where I'll describe stuff that I want to do to them. Like wait, that sounds fucked up. But what I mean is I'll be like, man, I really want to write this book. I'll make this comic. I'll make this game.
Now you're doing the out of context stuff. Fuck you. It's not just me.
Yeah, that's okay. I call myself though. I'm accountable.
All right.
But I always say to chat to not encourage me, because I'll be like, man, I had this really good idea for this thing I want to do, and then I'm like, too
many things at once.
My struggle is picking one thing and then just doing it start to finish. Like, I don't need the encouragement of like, you can do it. Anything you want to do, you can. I don't need that. That's bad. That's poison to me. That's how I end up learning how to code an Unreal Engine while making a Renpai game, while writing a book, while doing a comic, while doing YouTube. Like, it's like fucking chill, bitch.
I relate to that so much. I kind of wish that I had people to tell me when to stop occasionally too, because there's so many things that I want to learn, and like I've kind of turned it. I kind of gamified it into. Thank you for the raid. I kind of gamified it into a stream where it's like I didn't make a name for it, but occasionally throughout the year I'll do a art learning stream where I'm not doing one specific thing. Like I did a stream where I learned how to do crochet. I did one where I learned how to work with air dry clay to make like a little blockhead, my mascot, in clay. And I've been kind of going through those to try to like learn how to do things, you know. Like I wanted one with I did it with popsicle sticks, and I think that's a fun way to do it, and it doesn't lend me to commit too hard. It's like I take some time to learn it without actually committing fully to doing this one thing as a learned skill. I'm just kind of like dipping my toes in something and being like, oh, this is cool. Oh, I have a better understanding of this, instead of like, I'm going to learn how to crochet fully. I'm going to learn how to code. I'm going to learn how to work with clay and make the most beautiful clay sculpture of my chat in like as a Greek goddess or Greek god or whatever, right? It's just something to let you like kind of dip your toes into things without going too crazy. And that's kind of how I've been doing it. But I feel like without that, I'd be doing the exact same thing with you as you, where you're like, I just want to fully learn this thing. Because I sometimes am like that, where I really want to practice my art. I really want to learn how to sing. I really want to learn how to voice act, etc., etc. And I can understand how much of a pain that in the ass that is. So you need people to like literally say, AiCandii, look me in the eyes. You need to stop, okay? You need to fucking relax. All right, put the pencil down. All right, you don't need to be able to do everything yourself. It's okay. It's all right. You have too many ideas. That's fine. Focus on one. Make a list and go down the list one at a time.
Yes.
You can stop staying. Fuck. Okay.
Got his ass.
I imagine it's like such a fucking you could set a mood and then AiCandii pulls that out and the mood is just like, all right, all right, you completely change the genre. Jesus Christ.
I do that. Yeah, no, I actually have started a list of like things of like it's like called like shelved for now. And anytime I have like I want to make zines. I feel like zines are really cool, and I always see people making them. Like the little, you know, zines, right?
Fucking hate that. I call it a zine. I think zine just sounds so much better than a zine. Like zine just sounds like it's more of its own thing. Zine just sounds stupid. I got one for my 10-year anniversary. They made a PorcelainMaid zine or zine, and we had a whole argument about how it's pronounced. And I fucking hate the word zine. It's so dumb. I know it's magazine, but zine just sounds more interesting. Whatever. Go ahead.
You're like looking at it as it being a design, like a zine. but
I didn't even think of
it's
it
like
like
magazine, like zine.
I just thought
That's
Zine
why.
sounded better because that was the first time I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, Zine, what a cool thing!" And then people explained it as magazine, and I was like, "But zine is such a ugly word. Zine, it just sounds ugly." Sorry.
I saw a video of someone was created because nowadays people make like small collections, which are like art books and things like that, but they call them a zine. But it's like an elevate, so it's a bit more elevated than what a traditional zine is. Like with like as in the one page or the like flippy paper. It's like things that are professionally printed and stuff. They'll call those zines, right?
I have one.
So
I have an art book that way back when I was I have like a full art book of fan art of people. I want to sell one as merch. I'm trying to find a way to gather fan artists and find a way to make like a physical art book. I mean, there's obviously problems with it when it's about making money, but I thought my idea that I came up with was it'll be free digitally so everyone can see it, but if you want a physical version, you pay for it. And then like there's a credit on each page for all the artists. I don't know. That was the idea behind it. It's cool. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry, I went on a tangent.
Oh, I was just saying that like I just saw this. There's a word that you would hate more, which is zong. Like people
What
like
the
have made up
fuck?
Zio, like zong is how they say it.
Why?
But the idea is it's because now the association of zine is like those like 50, 60 page art books that are like actually just a tiny book, but they call those zines. So they're like, I want to go back to the roots of what a zine is. So I want to make something called a zong. And it's just like, it's the like all cut out and scrapbooky and handmade feel.
That doesn't even make sense.
Like,
Why is it zong? What is zong derived from?
I don't know.
There's no magazong, you fucking
that's why I'm
fools.
That's why I prefaced it with, do you want to get really mad? And then I told you about the zong.
Ah! I hate that. You sound so stupid.
As they say in Daria, if you want to stop feeling something, just find a different way to feel.
You're
You
so
don't want to
right.
get mad about the word zine versus zine, get mad about zong.
If I take my head off, maybe I just won't feel the unending anger that's happening inside of it. Nope, still connected, still have emotions. I hate this shit. I'm so angry. Oh my god. Zong?
Yay.
Why?
I'm unifying the chat.
Are they agreeing
'Cause
that
everyone
Zong
else-
is stupid? What are you guys saying?
I guess.
Zong.
Chat agree with your Oshi.
I agree with your father.
Before they lose their head.
It's already kind of gone.
How'd you lose it that fast?
You can't tell, but I'm looking at you. My eyes are down here, Candy.
Oh. Hey.
Down. Thank you. Hi.
Hey. Hi.
Looks like you're staring at my chest. Jesus Christ. I'm putting my head back on. Hi. I'm back.
Back? Sorry, I was looking at your boobs a lot longer than. I mean.
At least lie about it, dude. Were you about to say my ass? How did you fuck up twice?
No.
How did you fuck
That's
up
under a
twice on that?
skirt. That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I
my
was staring at
parents-
your boobs. I mean your ass. Fuck. Like, what the fuck?
I came from a second fuck up, so I gotta make two, because that's how many it took to make me. I'm a middle child.
Are you? Oh my god, dude.
Yes, I am.
Maybe that's why you're into art.
That's also why I self-manage my emotions really good and never ask for help.
That's called trauma. That's called psychology. That's okay. There's something wrong with all of us. I feel like it's hard to find. I feel like I haven't met like non-neurospicy people in a long time. Whenever I meet somebody, it almost feels more rare, just because content creation is full of people that are a little fucked. It's like most of us are a little fucked, it seems like. And it's not like a, ooh, we're so special kind of thing. It's just like, I see. We couldn't handle having like a normal job, so we went on the internet instead. And are doing entertainment.
Yeah. Dude, I never had a job longer than like a year, I think, prior to being a VTuber.
Oh, really? What did you do?
And I would quit. Oh, dude, okay. I
God.
was.
Okay. What is this?
I worked at let's see, a candy shop where I ate a jelly bean off the floor and got fired. I worked at a bowling alley at a kid. Yeah, they saw me do it. They thought I was stealing. I was like 14. They were paying me $5 an hour, not legal. Worked at a bowling alley. They dropped a child dropped a bowling ball on my head one time. Not cool. I did kids' birthday parties. I did news agents, which is like a corner store, like they sell newspapers and stuff. Yes.
A bowling ball?
Yeah, it was like a little like 4-pound, like a little. It was a little like light one, but yeah, they thought it would be funny to drop on my head. That's why I stopped working there.
If a kid dropped a bowling ball on my head, I think I'd drop the kid into a fucking pit of sharks.
Dude, it's so the jobs that I've had. Yeah, I worked at. I'm did
using
kids
the
play
child
center.
as a bowling ball if he hits me in the head with a bowling ball, dude. You're fucked. You're going into the pins.
Yeah, but no, I've done like lots of stuff because again, like kids. I did kids' birthday parties at the bowling alley, and then also at like a kids' playhouse, which is like one of those big like multi-jungle gym.
I have nephews. I know them.
Yeah, I worked there. That was one of the worst jobs I ever had. The boss was so mean to me.
That sounds awful, honestly. Holy shit.
Yeah, she was always asking me why I wouldn't wear makeup to work, and I was like, but
You're
I worked in like the
working
back
with kids.
office.
Why do you need makeup?
I'm working with kids, and I was in the back office as well. I wasn't even working. I was like a manager. And I got bullied by 14-year-olds. Anyway.
What the hell? That's like internalized misogyny. What the hell?
Dude.
What do you mean? Like why aren't you wearing makeup at a desk job that nobody sees you at where you're working with kids?
Yeah. I know. And then, worked at a cupcake store where I used to get lots of free cupcakes.
Oh, cute. You would have gotten fired from the candy store if you ate those cupcakes. That's crazy that you got free ones there.
They forced the cupcakes on me. Yeah. They give you at the end of the shift, you get like a box of like 50 cupcakes, and you'd be like, oh fuck, I have to eat them. And then the next day, and the next day.
Cupcakes that because we won't give you a fair wage. Enjoy these instead.
I worked at a burlesque restaurant, 2 different burlesque places. One I did art portrait things, and then one I was a waitress. But the second one, the boss's son tried to date me, and I said no, and they fired me.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
They didn't pay me. But again, I've had like I've done a lot of stuff. Anyway, I did some call center stuff too, which was pretty chill. I think I did some other stuff too. I worked at a couple of clothing stores as well, like 2 or 3 of those. Yeah.
For a second, I thought burlesque was a clothing store, and then I remembered what burlesque meant.
No, yeah, no. I used to do weekend gigs, so I'd go in and I'd draw, like, people would give me like money to draw them at the burlesque joint, and they paid me in corsets.
Wait, what? What the fuck? What?
They were like steel bone corsets. Yeah, I only did it for like a couple of months, but then yeah.
I guess, sure. I guess that's like that's such a weird form of payment that you wouldn't be able to carry around easily. But sure, that's weird.
Yeah, I had a couple of like it was like a weekend gig, and I get a couple of corsets, and then I would just like do art commissions on the side and like eat like 1 sushi roll a day.
You have crazy jobs, dude.
Yeah, no, I think that's most of them. I think I did some other stuff too, but it's not as bite-sized fun.
I did I worked at my first job that I ever had. I worked in an old folks home, and I was basically so one, they taught me to take care of old folks like their needs, and I had to sit down for I think a 3-hour orientation video that was basically just explaining to me how I need to care for either people with dementia or people that are like kind of slightly losing grip on reality. And I remember that was something that stuck with me because they paid me for those 3 hours, which was crazy because there were people there that didn't even like confirm to get the job. They would just pay you for watching the orientation video at least, which is kind of cool. That was nice. And then when I actually did my job there, when I actually got the job, is that why you're gonna chat? Yeah, that's where I got my training from, is the old folks home. And then when I got the job, they had me working as a waiter. So I was basically a waiter at an old folks home's like the food area. And I remember half of them just could not pronounce the name Joel for whatever reason. So I think I changed my name. I don't remember what it was, but I like changed my name slightly or did something that would make it easier for them. So either they called me Joe or something. And I worked there for like maybe a little while. And my second job ever was a Little Caesars, and Little Caesars was the wackiest fucking job I ever had. I don't know if you've heard the stories. I've
Really?
told this multiple times. Yeah, Little Caesars is such a wild ride for me because my boss was like the epitome of human scum, and it was fucking insane. Because my boss not only was like everything wrapped up badly, like he was kind of gross to underage people. He was also kind of racist, and he basically was a cheater too because he was doing all of these gross things while also being married with a kid. And apparently he was embezzling funds from the Little Caesars for a long time. I've said this story multiple times before, but for the short end of it, there was a couple of different big scenarios, like one where he's like, "You're one of the good ones, Joel," where he said that directly to my face. He looks at people my age when I was underage, when I was like in high school, and he was like, "Look at that one, huh? You like that?" And it was just really gross overall shit, right? He would always come in high off of something. And the main two that happened was we had a new worker come in, and he was just this quiet Latino guy, and he looks at the new worker and he's like, "Come with me," and then they leave for the rest of the day in the new worker's car. And then the next day I come into work and that worker's car is crashed out in the front parking lot, and I never see him ever again. Like I don't know if I just never see him on shift, but I just never see him ever again until 2 weeks later where he calls in and he's like, "I'm not coming into work today." And I'm like, dude, I thought you were dead, right? And then the other time was when I went for some reason to go like this Little Caesars of the area of the states, the owner, they had like a meeting and they sent me to go there instead of a manager. And I remember the owner of all the Little Caesars within the area looked at me and was like, "You're from this Little Caesars, right? Why are you guys not making quota or doing something? There's something off going on with you guys." And then like weeks later, they find my boss guilty of embezzling like $20,000 from the Little Caesars, and he gets arrested in front of his wife and kids, in front of everyone in the parking lot, which is crazy. And I wasn't there for it. I had a weird Little Caesars life. That was a weird one.
That is weird.
Yeah, that's my one life experiences. Those two jobs, and that was it. And then I became a VTuber, and I like I blunt force traumaed my way into VTubing and streaming.
Yeah, I mean streaming's I like streaming.
I like streaming.
I like streaming. It's like I'm glad it worked out, for the both of us.
Yeah, look at us. We're anime girls on the internet now. What better job could you want?
No, it's great. I like it because I basically turn up. I feel like I'm kind of like a Bear Grylls, if you will, where I kind of just turn up to stream and I'm like, "Guys, I didn't sleep for 27 hours and I've written 47,000 words of a book." And then I disappear. And then I come back the next day and I'm like, "I have discovered a program that I can make tiny little ducks in." And I'll be like, I just turn up with like the most random shit. And then they'll be like, "Okay, Candii." And then like, it's just always a mystery what's going to happen.
Candii goes on a month hiatus, comes back. "Hey guys, I just found Plastic Duck Simulator. We're playing this for the next 3 weeks." And then you disappear for another 4.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, we're going to be making games for the next 2 weeks and then not doing it for years.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of fuck with that. I kind of vibe with that. That's like a fun way of doing that. I like it.
The cool thing about streaming is you just turn up, you do what you do, and then you leave.
Streaming's fun.
I nod. Yeah.
I think we got through all the questions that I wanted to ask you. You kind of like...
Okay.
You kind of went crazy. You answered like half of them. You kind of answered half of my questions that I wrote down for you within like the first 5 minutes of stream. And then we kind of just like went from there back and forth. I don't even what I wrote. Like I'm looking at what I wrote down. VTuber, webcomic, idea for your OC, Vichibon, the stupid keys thing. Yada yada. I literally wrote down yada yada food opinions.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, again, I'm pretty. It's just streaming, right? You just kind of say stuff, and then it reminds you of other stuff. And
tangents are really good because you just go on and on from there, and then you can never stop a conversation because the entire time you have everything down. Like you just go ADHD from one thing to another, and it makes everything so much easier.
Yeah. My favorite thing with my boyfriend, I know, disgusting, but with my boyfriend, if I'm in call with him, I'll just go silent just to scare him.
What, like you're freaking him out? Like he doesn't know how to deal with the empty space?
He doesn't know how to make conversation. It scares him. Cause I'm the yapper. Like I can come up with topics for anything. But the second that if I'm just like, okay, you come up with something to talk about, he'll be like, I don't want to, and I'm like, okay.
Dude, you're gonna give him a panic attack. You're fucking with him too much.
Yeah, it's true. Anytime we go to a party, he's like looking for me. I can't leave him alone.
I remember this.
He needs me.
At like different conventions, I remember you just like sitting down with them, and that was it. That was the entire time.
Yep.
I loathe to say this, but I think it's kind of funny. It's you know, chat, do you guys know the meme of like the goth girl holding like a 4090 and like the gamer BF just kind of like huddling behind them shyly as they go down an escalator? It's kind of like that image. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know if that fits.
That's accurate. It's also the like he asked for no pickles.
Yeah, game. He asked for no pickles. That's literally us.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny, dude. Well, we've hit the 3-hour mark.
You got other questions? Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say I don't know what your limit is.
No, it's normally 3 hours. It makes it easier. I don't have to make my editor suffer through scrubbing through 6 hours of VOD to cut it down to a fucking 15-minute video. So I will say for now, I will adjourn the weekly meeting of the bad bitches who died and got their souls trapped inside of other bodies, whether on purpose or not on purpose, that are dead but not undead, and now alive but not technically alive anymore, via possession club. The meeting is adjourned.
The Secret Third Fate Club. Oh.
No, I'll
come up with a name.
We're working on it. It's workshopped. It's been 47 weeks and we can't figure out a good name.
I will bring brownies next time.
You fucking better, dude. What do you think I have this club in the first place?
You better eat them if I make them.
You say it like I wouldn't eat them. I literally ask every week for brownies and you still haven't brought them.
You better freaking eat them.
I'm gonna eat them. Make brownies. I want brownies. The whole point of the club is to get brownies and be hot.
That's the whole point of the club? What the?
No, the club is to talk about our trauma and move on and learn to adapt and move on.
We did all that today. Wait, we actually did all that. Wait, low key, kind of a good premise. Damn. Okay, I'm out now. Goodbye.
Wait, the brownies. Don't forget them. Brownies. But please.
What about blondies? Do you know what blondie is?
I know what a blondie is.
So no blondies? Okay.
That's like the difference between like a golden retriever and a black Labrador. It's like, do you want the hyperactive one, or do you want the fucking baddie, you know, the goth? Maybe dogs wasn't a good description there. It's like that's like the difference between a Californian girl and like a goth.
California girls were undeniable.
Okay.
I'm leaving.
Just go get the brownies. Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget. Seriously though, I really like those brownies, man. You guys don't get it. I've been fucking fiending for brownies. I'll be honest with you. I made this club like weeks ago because somebody told me that Candy knew how to bake brownies, and I'm gonna be real with you. It's not a real club. I've been making up the name each time, just hoping that one day she brings brownies to the meeting, and she hasn't done it in 47 weeks. And I'm starting to think that I could just DoorDash brownies. Like I could just order somebody to get brownies and bring it to the house, but I live in the middle of the nowhere, and every time I try to like get a delivery, it is like $60 in delivery, and that's not including the tip, by the way, because the tip escalates. It scales with how long the distance is, so it'll be like $50 to bring it to me, and then like $50 for a fucking tip. So I kind of made the club hoping that, like, you know, under the guise of hanging out in friendship, it would bring that's like a reason to go to somebody's house, right? Even though they live far away. And I was like, oh, this will be perfect, right? Like, they're coming over for friendship. They bring the brownies with them. Hasn't worked out yet. She still hasn't made brownies. She's threatened the colonoscopy in the middle of the stream, but no brownies. Well. Thank you guys for watching this date night video with AiCandii. If you guys liked the video, please go and check out Candii. You can see their links down below in the description and maybe in the pinned comment down below. As well as if you like date night videos, we have the whole playlist down here by chat. As well as you can find the best of videos or whatever video that fits you is in the above section right there. Or you can check out the channel to see all of the other videos that I have, including lore videos, other date night videos, gaming videos, etc., etc. There are a lot of non-standard videos that are pretty good too. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I will see you all in the next YouTube video. Bye, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Thank you guys. Bring brownies if you guys come by to the next date night video. Please don't make me do this shit again. Please. Thanks. I appreciate it. Bye. Dude, did I just wink? That was like perfect timing. That wasn't even on purpose. That was just like a flawed wink, but it worked out perfectly. Oh, I did it again.